miakele na ndiro kiume kimwe kitiere kura chithiro ikiringwa chia 2027 na siasa chia 2027 tayari yakachambireti atea rutere rwa opposition rutongeretwe ni former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua ni bakiretie bonene sana thirikari ya Kenya Kwanza na kiri broad based government nioni kuonekana ni yaka a bit shaky nonto ODM bare kiri broad based government yakaba flip flop bare aria oba kiara zi bubunge nonto dibare mikinya bongo kueleweka. Secretary General wa kiama kia ODM Edwin Sifuna Senator wa Nairobi nethirito akiaria miario nkura nina ere kwarwa ni mutongeri wa kiama kia ODM, but then mutongeri wa kiama kia ODM no Raila Odinga riwate mtu wende especially Sifuna ura niwe mwaria wa kiama ena right ya kwethira wa kiari. What does this mean kire thirikari ya William Ruto na bati kwethira kiba chobwa ate ODM ya mweba? Well, omba kwethirwa area assured kidogo lakini siasa nachio tialuka obora kukea because Raila Odinga nethirwa akiwa ati akaroma na Ruto mwaka 2027. But then rutero rungi kwimiario kwa ni Secretary General wa kiama yake. What does that mean? How dene account ya Meru kinyakuo siasa nicho kara yaka ikwambirio choka ringi nyuma ya kiama kwethirwa kikiriurwo kingi kya Kawira Mwangaza na kiama kia Mbaz ikio kara yaka ni kuo maseneta bonde bakuma yani matugetho tukiariro tukobaru ari mutegerio Euro TV na muthikiro Euro FM. Karibu sana kiri mabango ya chunkia siasa na woni ngwate kwetho tukiaririe mantu yaku marotero tu na bwana Oscar Mutugi. Long time bro. Karibu. Rutere mzuri.
Kabisa watu.
Karibu sana. Mheshimiwa Anderson Muriki ni wetu neru ari kuma nteriachia Adhiro Gaiti former MCA wa Adhiro Gaiti. Karibu sana mweshi.
Thank you man.
Rutere chunki na Kenya bwana.
Sure nimepotea lakini nashukuru tumerudi.
Karibu sana. Bwana Kinoti hapa David, karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
Kinoti David ni msiasa mitandaoni na usana. And of course Kenya ground ine. Karibu sana. Karibuni sana gentlemen. Thank you. Na karibu sana. Rani na batu kirukina namba yetu SMS. Namba yetu ina marei ni 23578. Kana kiri mitandao yetu kinyaniria Facebook Facebook ni Wero TV, kana Wero FM, kana wete kiri Twitter, ana X. Parabu metarirwa @Wero TV, kana @Martin Gichunge 1. Karibu sana na rani na batu tuko barua riso. Katambiri na Oscar. You know, thirikari ya Kenya Kwanza ni ukara yaka ithiolunki mathina ntuitikithe kwi thirikari ingi yona mathina onto aya rutere ruru mwe President Ruto aruria mnataka niende vipi, niende wapi na ichori ngina arora cia nowe wa mu replace na kinya former governor kirito muronginya MP beru akiuria nowe bowa Ruto must go, who must come? So could we see maybe kwa itarambere a one-term president?
Kwa sana Martin. Tegeri wetu wa station yetu Wero TV na Wero FM. Ogwaindera urete.
Yeah.
While I was away turaregister gikundi getu. Kenda kuombeka. Tukuite kuraza. Maybe together to a political party.
Oh, okay.
It's a New Dawn. Meru New Dawn is now registered.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yes. Izo mantu turari tairangugi.
Great.
Na tuite tambere. We'll be revealing more.
Okay.
Now, coming to Kyurekira Warrior, ni very interesting times. But when I kuona harathina maybe chia thirikari Kenya Kwanza chikwambiria you probably have to go nyuma when kambere kithurano kia 2022 kintu kia mbere structure ya thirikari ya Kenya Kwanza ya chwira ni thirikari the pattern ka formula ba chwira ni thirikari number 2 kinya choice ya running mate wa President Ruto ina bearing kemantu zareza kukarika thai na ngeza na example kirage kwa happen thai is a repetition ya the kind of early campaigns ira tiambiri before kithurano kia 2022 the current president William Ruto igitariwa deputy aumire mapema sana nethirwo agi criss cross tere cionthe cia nthigurui muno muno Mount Kenya region nethirwa agu set pace yora mantu zomba kwithirwa zagikarika and then egita riu kinya ria guchwa running mate kwithirwa kwina a lot of discussion around former deputy Rigathi Gachagua na the current deputy Professor Kithure Kindiki na kwatuika ikwaringirwa kura ibara bare around that formation na despite the fact that ikwari na overbearing preference for Professor Kithure Kindiki Ruto arikia ku pick Rigathi Gachagua ni ontubwa maybe pressure zira cia umaru tererora rungerwa kirima na ugatega characters cia antuba bo bairi na ngeragia kwa as objective as possible characters hiro tiro chirengetania kuraja and I am on record long before bathukana I am on record nkiuga President Ruto na Gachagua fallout yao ikethirwa iwas than fallout ya President Uhuru Kenyatta na Ruto simply because temperament ya Uhuru Kenyatta is different a bit is not as abrasive kana confrontational as Ruto na Ruto noe ethirwe na deputy we probably equally or even more confrontational than urea weari so ira yari marriage bongwa mbuga iba admit aba kauga yari marriage ku make sure ba gutagara 2022 kithurano bari kiba gutagara pamenyora ba imbiga wa kagita koti yari momiro na antu bagwatwa na meiyendera bwa rutaire rwa nyambene pero wa ogwe itikiria meiyezera winazo then ukiretwa kotini koti na ndi ari Meru Town ko lazima wambe une kuru ukerwo itikiria una kuru ukathithia te ogakana and I think no bachirire na embiwa nyama one of my mentors Alhaji Mwendia kwa story ya mpeza muno maitazama ingi akambira siasene umba kuzukia example na wetito gethira ruzi somewhere wethira ruzi ru bukero bobati kuna boya anto bairi na bona boy bairi kirima remote wikathithia but una wewenka uti survive so kinyo kethirwa na ndio kinyaniria una mtonthu Meateka kuna sheria ikuwa mtu aithake you know etekuga mtu aina gani bunka mtu bune parikia bokuna zeuzange bokamenyera mbere I think eu no situation area yario at the time but ni kuonania probably how important kinya choice ya ureo kuran noe iri na tukezi kuendelea kuketha kuna perpetual politicking campaign citekarothira tukathira ya kithurano tukatonya campaign immediately and this is a hurting development especially for counties Meru area irari na you know ndo at the county level afuna ndiko kuna instability kaire at the national level so you lose at both levels.
Mheshimiwa Ruto nene mantu ya mukarekira because kile mambo bora cia atire ukia kwithirwa Ruto ni mtu mume ya ura achira mtu mume wa kisiasa because sometimes na we ni mtu wa PhD so ukia kwithirwa this PhD yakena mitumire did he really see this nene mantu to ya kareka akeya wetigire impeachment ya Gachagua
bana Martin gintu kia mbere tuelewe choice ya Gachagua na Kindiki vira vya tuma vendekana either of the two mbere bururu tuenda Kindiki no ntobwa umu compliment image yawe no kuelewa taxira ciaro from all corners of this country kuhusu image ya Ruto na Gachagua so despite the fact that nenda Gachagua no to numbers na resources and to ba na we ba prefer kindiki of which kinyawe na there at 100% who is who. So rera ba yokirie Gachagua Ruto mantera karekirete Gachagua teka ya karekirete by accident. Oro kuvani unanga kethera atisi William Ruto no.
Design?
Yes. Ilikuwa iende hivyo.
Really?
Yes. Ni yare yeto
ni otokuo.
No ntonda wo. Okay, akulaithirie William Ruto ati kiumba ku manage Gachagua na isi atiomba mu manage from the one go. Na mwenda bakilora igwo mutugi yakwera kinyoko na muntu onthonu akabune no ebu nkawithire we safe. So na endete kwa safe. Nteme yake thira sanjoho kaisi atarira uite ya Kiambu wa Gachagua yo akaimpichwa na bogona deputy ongi na akaendwa court. So birabiti kwendwa court. Fortunately no mamba ya moyare ya okiliwa omwambiriria ariko. So birankwenda kuga bwana Martin William Ruto na cietikitie muno no cietikie ku kwiro kwithera kubuina kwiro kuthuka arira muntu ate kuleithiria exactly yimbi biomba kumira rika ni baririe na bunge betu pa Mount Kenya pambwera muntu inya ateri eto inya to mu impeach 2 weeks atakuwa amesaulika inya thai actually they are surprised.
Wrong move, right?
Bonde they are all surprised. Thai no kwana kinya jumbe pareta bakiwa manto ya kuthuka barera Ruto it is becoming hard to sell you ukwendi ngwe njumu ibyo ndo kuona baba inge bakweria kuromba murungu bya mabinge bye ya kinyoethera ti kwa DCP nonto ibakuona bationa mwari bona wakumatuka kenda bombo save image yo nonto kiuria kira na Kenya thai bwana Martin tikithira Ruto akaumaga na atiuma kiuria kira kiri kurua ne Kenya thairi pakaumaniria nau na kinya babange byo ndo kuona muntu nagwaria kumatuka rutera rwarungi Sifuna ibakuona mantura ya weta Kenya ibakuria policy cia Ruto na muringire yo siasa no Ruto akurunga siasa kuma 2017 to date ati no ngeru agency ndagene antu eto bijeitie ngarine auria maoni ya Kenya boraba kwenda na agency last year bila baenda chinchia au agonisi and advice and everything all of a sudden by times so ke agolaithiria no ntu ba mathabu ya siasa ariona yakakaomba ku manage situation ira Kenya na siasa ira ikuo mbae rwari yake no pick just a few but the fact remains Ruto na kumeangira undi nembe na bwana Martin tika kwireka abo na kwenga Gachagua utero yari ya thwaniritwe ithira ina lasting effect negative kiwe na kithirikarewe so thainya kumetigit thinewe Gachagua it's a problem no ntibio ndo kuona bare no kolea kind of program ekwerio shoka kire antu ringi no ntwarambi nacio ibamenyero na trikire makanisa so they are coming through ogolea program weta ke youth bona kithira baba ibo anu kuona nyanta to iri kumira bwana Martin mbese wiri aya no kaibu nya shilingi 60 muntu wako wata so we can backfire whatever they are doing is backfiring. Yes.
Kinoti President Ruto na kumenya ground na ithuki kweli does he know?
He knows kuna a lot of intelligence bere nya bere ke that topic ambuge Martin we are going to ba gutetaja na adwa tumba gutegera mantu ya Meru na roto atinda na randa mene the man is in South Imenti launch a very big movement ya CBOs chote in one location of 5,000 people. So
seems ibukuibanga sana na Oscar for 2027.
So tuatina na Mheshimiwa Dr. Mwiti he came there and it's a group we have launched that they are doing quite well. I support a lot of CBOs on the ground.
Congratulations.
Non tibitikicho self-reliant ways of helping people. Kile getoka buge number one no kurete mantu ya statement ya ODM Sifuna versus his party leader na kethira Ruto na buge they are worried by what is happening. Number one buge Ruto na je Mount Kenya is lost. He knows that. One nyakethira tutijibunge nya the spirited attempt ya kwa Mount Kenya many times kwa ile kwa ketha mbochi the tide ne kwa kana ale aware that kwina danger major naja Mount Kenya. Number 2 ni the programs ibu kuajia okolea. Most of them are actually being held in Mount Kenya in these guys. Nyetha ni witanange the target my thinking was Mount Kenya. Number 4 ndeshua Ruto bagwimpichi Gachagua na tagire Raila ali the person to replace numbers ida akaruskiri Mount Kenya. And therefore somehow horo kwana are misguided that no impeach Gachagua na Gachagua like arume kuredia no woku na imagine Raila kuria kwataka maybe almost half of the voters in the country akamuna nkeje chio orua imantuja makai. Apart from the Luo Nyanza region which Raila has a grip of Oyonga directly, region zinge atwere kuigwa through other leaders. You start from the coast, you have Kinajo, Kinanajo Balala, Bada analinga na campaign you come to Lower Eastern, Ukambani, it has been a Kalonzo Musyoka stronghold from 2007. In fact, just to mention kile nyaje kuto opposition coalition, lazima tiange na some support ile natural national. Atina region yana control. Untatadingiro kura nya governor to which region
really stronghold.
We ikura je kila mahali ya mpempera tuwe matanga tangi. Kila mahali. But Kalonzo has been able to hold on Ukambani for 4 elections. 07 up to just the other day. Either as a candidate 07 and the 3 elections is about Raila. Na kwa mwa tuka the opponent tona kura no. Western atwira weta na kiwa is their son. Ajeta son of Zina Bongo Mia so what Raila Odinga that hilt lakini ndio na mte ya Bapananya no one time Mudavadi 27 I think they were together, so those things are there. So Luo Nyanza near his own block. Now perhaps the Nairobi urban area na tunaona support ya almost half of Nairobi. Whether has gotten around 48 to 52% of votes in every election in Nairobi. Whether the opponent gets the other balance. So Ruto na doganetie kana akione mweta na mbere kadiata ikija ki automatically no kona ajukira very big risk. I would call it a very big risk. Risk ile ya kujukia anti-opposition directory kwanja minority leader making him a CS
whip
minority leader Opio Wadai whip mtu ya chairman wa ODM ministry and other key dockets finance, energy. Those are energy is a capital based docket. Finance controls other ministries. Cooperatives is at the heart of Kenya. You know, Kenya you made them. So those dockets create such a part that is not his. It is take it. Now what is happening now? Kekwenda go prove wrong 2 things. One, Mount Kenya Gachagua Tadira. In fact, he is making news every other day. New York high cousins, ego trend. And that, to me, that's not a simple thing. And everything he does is trending. I want to put a trend. Wagereko Monia is tribal. In fact, ni wako enda kuibuomu. Nunto uwe kuibloka kwenda kukua terewe. Isi wakarokela mtu uwe ya nunto bangania. Na nyoto kakabekuwa, I'm proud of this person. Amanyakumbe, this person is my strength. So, Ruto na timu
so that is why I insist what wait.
Yes, actually, Gachagua will continue. And even if I was him, that's what I'll do. You continue hitting where there is pain. Na lako na pain ni kwera Mount Kenya atukudiri Ruto. So akakwata Mount Kenya on the day, who would want to get Mount Kenya on his side? Nyama wako na kwa president wa Matiang'i mbatageta na. So iwe ya Gachagua efiru. Tutanandikire UDM nonga na kurekeneo. Ya UDM mimbene yako kwena kiudhigite kwa ereka. These people went, signed an MOU, some big document, and Sifuna, the Secretary General, has been very keen on that document. The broad-based government is not working. He refers to the agreements. Na yatake agreements a PKM. Akawagete antobeto teodiata, but he akuragwa na abductions. Akori kodira. Ruto no na ngina chimete is continue to dig deeper. Ojwang akoragwo twikarakara karaoke twikarakara another journalist is missing, I mean activist. He is doing it every day. Ndikona yako ikimya kidira kathirikari Ruto itathithio ntupuko worsen situation. Me, I'm wondering whether actually he has advisors, whereas Nyaka Bongaira. So Sifuna now stands and talks. Later stands and makes a statement that is atakwenda quit hard on the government. Atakwenda kundifa na ora Sifuna kungasonga luganya hiyo. Later is preparing a safety net and exit kia kuma kithirikari ya Ruto. And I think Ruto should be very worried.
How soon?
I think Raila will hold on until 2027. Nyeke ambiria mwambirio ni yagu. Kintu kira kintije. Na kirante kuira kumanyenya supporters ba Ruto no by the way na Kenya mind is who would Raila be in a Ruto setup. Who would he be? Running mate? Would he be a prime minister? You see, we are having someone here who is actually almost senior to you politically. Utukumbo manage. Nyaka tonyata dikane ku by force. Actually, he forced himself into the government. Na are hawa akira yore akwenda. Na haru okire ogethirikari ne kuthukia munomba kura kwa abduct antu. Runa ne tumere
no tumeri nyomo chokeria.
No tumuchokeria. So he is a person, he doesn't know what to make him to be. So Ruto is worried, and I think Naije ntaka nkona chances yeyote in the presidency they are pegged on two occurrences. Either or both. Either he regains back into Kenya to where and take on 10% likelihood. And number two, he must retain Raila to his side. Raila must endorse him. Now I'm trying to imagine Raila out of election, a two contest, and endorse Ruto. I'm still waiting to see how that happens. The other thing you all depend on disintegration. I think you know about Pakanda University or no, the disintegration of the opposition. Go to Yeka upinzani, but people support one of their own. And that's why they have a lot of vitriol against Gachagua. Okay, wataka benda kwenda Gachagua no candidate. To them, yera kaije gauga ine inkaraga tu inge yako. Ejukuru. Kara wika. So baba kama kwa Gachagua kana dokian to Kenyans about him, but they are forgetting there are two people. Kalonzo and Matiang'i who are equally in the opposition coalition. So Ruto must be worried, and he is worried. I don't think a safety net in 2027.
You know, Kurikira an objective person on Bochoria Oscar ne kurachia President Ruto ekaumana because ole kinya supporters bake oyo kinoti yakuwa ntuko chonza kaba kuoria mantu because the other day women rep was it Wajia or wherever kai kura Oscar Sudi has been very consistent mantu ya kura huku ya kura 2027 kamket you know the kind of meariera bakwaria ke kuoria mantu kinyankuruki president seems like the lone campaigner for himself badi echowa kidhomo kia free education kitumbekana president tuareage yakaua hii mambo itawezekana kuna kitu itafanyika tutaendelea na free education so mtu no achori Ruto akaritakura na 2027 chio chinda kithurano
igwaga Martin na I think ikiuria umba gutega ukona Ruto engona arega guchiure kiure kiu ento I think after gukara thirikari ne for a while na karireze ka karandi I realized that a huge portion of the vote irachi amukurukiri irachi umete Mount Kenya ije kati go slide away na au neo attempt ekugeria kuikia Raila Odinga AU neo yambiririe with the imagination with the belief that akezi ku manage kuethia Raila Odinga AU chair and Raila now transits from local politics to Kenya, then he has a chance of inheriting the voting bloc ya Raila Odinga, majorly Coast Province, Luo and Kisii Nyanza na Western. But campaign ire ya Bangiri, na I think a lot of pundits ibageria go predict what might happen if Raila Odinga atakuruka giti kia AU, and that is the exact scenario irato inayo kwina few regions ira maybe ategete akona zeka ageta in those regions omba kwithirwo akigeri go consolidate enough votes cia go compensate Mount Kenya. But you look at the numbers ira cia in those regions and okethirwo kimaka if you are a Ruto supporter no kumaka kidogo ina numbers hizi chikauma na very very deliberate. Ora my colleagues bakuga region ya coast the coastal towns of the coastal counties of Kilifi, Kwale na Mombasa bonde bethirikari ne thai all the three former governors bethirikari ne eta western azukia the current CSO cooperatives weekly for Paranya Luo Nyanza na representation through Mbadi na Opio Wandai na kuringithirwa kakurimeino Raila ate in the picture, then it would have been a different conversation. But the fact that Raila are in the picture and then when emergence the young Turks within the Orange Democratic Movement in the face of Babu Owino, Secretary General Edwin Sifuna na Caleb Amisi baraba kukarajeka bakurungama against status quo ya kwithirwa ODM na Raila Odinga bethirikari kiu iko kwa President Ruto na Raila Odinga headache ya uraba omba kwithirwa ni undu gatega bara bakari in thirikari ya Kenya kwanza na be comfortable the older generation the old guards ba weekly for Paranya ba utwa guheta ibo ba gukarazeka be comfortable thirikari neu no gatega teka gwikio weekly for Paranya rathithia anja he was a retired governor and then ogatega Mbadi arari nominated atirari na a lot of engagement cia kuthithia Joho arari a retired governor so bai ne antu bomba kwithirwa bakigeria go protect status quo irere otha izi ya kwithirwa be thirikari ne but for how long it goes is another question. Neonto for the first time in the 20 years that ODM has been in existence kuna serious divisions chikuonekana na ichigo play out to the public na chikezi kuendelea no kwithirwe kinya intention kinya Ruto yongo ne ntuteka umba kumenye strategy ire bako play no kwithirwe the first time kiama kia ODM in the long period kithiritwe ki in existence kumba kuthondeka na division na already nonete Raila Odinga na mbiritie kuga kwithirwo kwina intergenerational conclave kwithirwo kwina discussion katigati ka generation area nkuru na hizi njeru kwithirwo kwina agreement kana bongo bethirwo bakirida from the same script ne onto kinya nationally broad based government hizi ne as a result of generational breakdown ya communication toetana ndi kuoria nchoma na ndawa cia malaria neonto kira giatuma antu ba demonstrate Gen Z ri imbio
ti ODM yuma thirikari of course
itari ODM itonya thirikari ni but nandi kwa twikire bageri go solve issues cia Gen Z uprising na gwikira ODM thirikari ni but even after doing that no tukuona bado kuona demonstration which means kira kiareti kira medi itari ndawe thinererio there is still a problem ndiguruna yetu Kenya na eu ikwithirwa kwina breakdown ya communication katika needs kana demands cia antu babethi na the older generation mantu zaraza kwa prioritized the power class tizo zaria generation imbithi yumba kwithirwa ki prioritize that is a problem balancing irereo and that is something that the national government ibati gutega na kinya biama biongo bikithia bura nonto kinya kanu yongo meakere tene neri na youth wings kwina gitumi betharo be na youth wings yu na inya thai no kwina youth wings nonto thaira baigozeka by segregated kabatigwa kando kidogo then there's a problem.
Mwesh what happens kire antobaraba kasia line na Ruto 2027 especially Mount Kenya
bwana Martin gento kambere kwena imagination Ruto ari neyo era ombere compete uru in Mount Kenya aitumira MPs so nari na thinking you that kinyanga ingagachagua aulana I'll still have Mount Kenya through MPs kinyanda ithira ndi na weak DP so imagination iwewe na top up ire ne Raila araita yu akethire safe thai Ruto bira kubwithia ati kumbo predict future endaya ni mbinka thithia mbumbe konisia effect ira cio ibio nto kuona bare ya twinto kidogo yonto program itu kuwera so urogethera especially Mount Kenya aina William Ruto 2027 bwana mate ni kinyawe na gomya boko akara I'm telling you the truth uti kumenya no nto kya gwithira thai ba kubwithia meetings ya secret ba yato mura it is and to sell you ni kuate ikuona ni orende iba kuona future yote yo ba na William Ruto ndene region yo ba kethira ba stick no gento kenge mate ni ke kaura anto bara ba kethira ba na Ruto muno nonto iba ombere otach nkoro cia anto ba ingi muno egitara campaign batachi anto bara batach rirenge politically baina make muntu onde muntu bonda mama mboga baina make muntu wende bamwoni ora maisha yake thiata yakabwa bau atutagigisha kuna pesa mfukoni lakini bataure imukona yo baba thirikari ne kaba ne bara aringi kura bagigisha bakurita inyake bara muko so muntu arika nante toira nanga metongi ngazi ro twetete kwenda cina na 500 300 kewitia so bwana Martin gukethera kwina thina nene muno ibio ntu kuona actually kinyambunge beto bamiru mbira ni mumbunge ori kuwita authoritatively kwawe akendia Ruto anto bara yakwaria kithira kwiwa mbiro inya kisho itu
exit kwambiria ndonere mheshimiwa Kirima akiwa wewe ukiagwithwa free education ikaura yeye yuko kwa
Kirima na kumenya kuringana na ngarama ira batumirite thirikari na ino ntu batire ndukate expenditure mate thirikari thinera yiyo kiruto austerity measures ira wa akayukia kenda ngarama maisha yinama banisha ngarama recurrent expenditure kuran government kenda meet some obligations batire ndi nontu thai mbesa boswa so Kirima ginyare yaku una kumenya muntu atire ndi kwirwa ate thigira ko uko swa murango yo turira nontu anza ni utura na batura muno
batura ri baetekirika because abunge sitting ibethirite bari accused ya manto kathomba including impeachment ya Gachagua era anto bamobona yaka I don't know why
betekeria mbueu kwe munene kiraito na wira ate na ku ate kuona oro garita Ruto kiraito na yiri ora wa murita araitwa kiraito aturire TV ne kwanja TV mukavite boya arawingo chogeria murungu nkatho kitili kiragira ari mbere kwa kivito pita munya gikuma na ndi uni ndi ngabana bwite kana boina meporinge kabure kuringa kiraito are namba yana so ginya William Ruto yo akuwa na kwa ate kuona wa murita no ntu inya Ruto ari lugera kiraito ari ria kiuma Ruto yo gya kuria are namba 3 kende nyingi cia Afrika iroko na thirikari cishindwa bairumenya namba 3 I'm telling you the truth utira icio ngi wacindwa na kura nyingi ndene Kenya yaira William Ruto acindwa nacio nkurugi nya ira thirikari kanwa cindiro nacio
bibi atuma Ruto acindwe because kiriwa yarechera na ritete ngwe na woka nyumba chia mauri yande arua na wekira stima and all that, you know, the usual rhetorics. So birabi acindithia birabi atuma Ruto aritwa kama nimbi ukia kwithirwa akethirwa itete ngwe bu twira because arua by 2027 agethirwa kuingia mawira na yara yonde ekira Kenya. Will this be enough? Number 2, abunge ba Mount Kenya bakia kuthama kiri thirikari bakia kuthama Ruto baetikirika.
Yeah, so the first question, impio ya Ruto ashindwa. Thene Ruto ya thirikari umire yambire June 2024 last year. So tukenda komenya kira tumanunto instability ka kwa destabilized as a president yambire last year. There are the Gen Z. And they started as a low key rebellion which later became so big and also with bloodshed. imbi ba protesta ira. Number one, iko ina overtaxation.
Yeah.
So the first question to be children ni Ruto akwendeka taxes. The answer is no. Eta ajukia lately and baba with salaried people. Baba na pay slips. I think advisor baba kina David D. Ba muone area the population of those who are salaried ikidogo sana. So nyoka ba tax oba inyeria to atethia the other population okawa popular. Already wojo. For every salaried person. Kuna almost anto ikume sustainable. Both at his family level and to ga mashinani. So already disappointment yanto baba it will trickle down to nyabara bongo akuga iboy ibako enda batethekera in the process. For example kumto boda urigayaga on the salaried person kumukomatera mbio the rate of PDI personal disposable income in a man on top of taxation. These people they have who work consume services here the lower class they don't do the low trade. So one was over taxation. Number two ejekira levy iteko ereka levy and housing. Housing, I have done a bit of finance and economics. The proposal better with the tax. It was to be a levy. A levy in area we taga towards a fund. Fund we go in a rate to. For example, you take insurance. You take the die with the other. So the first proposal. It was not to be a tax. If you take pingwa, you can't implement method of implement it now. The tax in the okay? So right now it's a tax that is not even ring fenced. Ring fenced as a fund for housing.
Because already can be kinyama bako and all that.
Now you can see. So nina dem to uju taxwa. Now we get an kwenda doko kwao. Do these people have a recourse to the fund? They don't have. So housing is very unpopular, by the way, across the country. No, it's a need that was driven by the people. We are good Kenyans now. They actually our housing is number 10. Reality. No, to everybody can build his own house in a thriving economy. Empowerment people don't require to be given money to buy goods and services. People need an economy that is working. Their own capital they do the things that we come to the other bit was unemployment. Now let me tell you something. The year a time bomb that was always there. Kaya get a trigger. From 2002. Free primary education. So mwana rawa whether I want alina of age to go join school, neither school. Nadikari kamulira.
Nabangi bachoka school baba.
Nabangi bachoka ndio. Look at the amount of billions yet pumped into education kuma 2002. Now mwana rawa yet 2002 naru elemenga 23. E-voter. That person is an eligible voter. Some of them actually may have voted in 2022. So what are you saying? To do kuna population nesa ne tonjira ke job market, whereas job iteo. So antuwe ba ingesa na ba yome. Na ro reto ke na M-Pesa shop ro point is a degree holder. Ongraduate regida. Ukeda baba shops. Ukeda degree holders. Antuba bola ke employment. Iwi adina Ruto adding a campaign on the promise of on the platform of promise jobs to the lower economy cadre. When he came in, I did the direct opposite. Maguta ekera Uru created 8%. Uru proposed 16%. And to Baringa Kerere 2019, he got to 8, half of the VAT. Ruto actually I make within the first months. 80% ya na aita subsidy maguta shoot bona bai support baba kiuga Ruto na kwenda maguta I really get shoot no nto ajukire pa to na to at 157 shillings ya get manka one time 220. So whatever is breakdown ya mtu akuya shilingi ngiri mwe awachokediana. Now he should return the those fast. Now the other day it has had again. Exchange rate for those who are dealing with the export markets. USD not our base. When Uhuru left office, the dollar was exchanging at 118 shillings per dollar. Actually I was doing some transaction with the dollar that time. Recently, by the time Ruto Abiraku Ineka, inalewite to 165.
167. Okay.
Yes, shillings per dollar. Now, neka to 140 kwa kweneka. But ikweneka from what? No, to there you get it. So those issues don't work. Then now come to human rights. That we abductions, easy disappearance. Now I promise I will take a go. He made a very careless statement. Are we get barabon the valley held? Mateka bochok. Now, if you know about Choka, then you know where they were. Yeah. Surely, he was owning to a criminal element. He was owning to a crime. Offense in Yokarika, now going about Baba Chokiru. By who? I thought about the criminals, by the Equa. So he knew them, it was government, not to become government. And then, so all these things, Martin, yick together. Plus now our volatile nature of politics, plus Gachunge's element. Impeach Gachunge alone is a problem on its own, aka like the others. So he has reason to be worried. Na nteko na yakaena nteko mnena strategy chokia anto back to where they were. The second question you asked,
please, all that one. Ya wati laki kidogo biteke Oscar. Oscar, maybe a Kenya ibapate kuelewa the working formula ya president. Maybe president na the other day arikire where was he? Rara wa akoria what if nini agent wa change. I refer
I'm right.
Yeah.
What if I'm wrong?
An agent of change.
Yes.
Nairobi echo. So what if maybe ni ya Kenya ibapate kuelewa buritere yake yongwe no twariwa Kenya promises ira wekirato kakwenda an ambitious country nduru yani antu bakothwani mantu ya manene. Don't think small. That is hiyo ndio mubango yake like a Kenya babu bote kuelewa president barako tango.
I think tukienda go compare. I think the most transformative regime ya Moi Kibaki. But ukachoka ki period Kibaki ari president umba go point just a few things, not more than 5. Iria ha concentrated na chethero na far reaching effects on the economy and its subsequent legacy. Iria mwankatha hizi twariraia. I think kintu kiria tumba go fault President Ruto nakyo ikuga bwambere iku over promise. That is a huge problem. Number 2, ikugeria go change ya too much.
So many things at the same time.
Yes, at the same time. Ukageria go change yani policies ira chionde withire ntemenya kethre pressure kana imbio kai kugeria go impress kana imbio withire na HF no ne ambiririe kuthia bure kuna funding model ya universities no ambiririe go change ya there's social health no go change ya then michara yanto maybe manto housing and all that John the zethro and is arizo kanirua at the same time but inya tukiugo oningo enda kwethro ndi na issue na muringi kura nkethro ndi na serious issue na muringi kura ne onto one of my colleagues asa okomurie kiurie kia what will happen to antobara kala in now William Ruto meaning that mwananchi areo aringe kura simply based on uwa walainete now not who you are walainete now na mistake ira to na yola
history ya voting Kenya
and that is what we want to change Kinyaza Meru kake batiko garuka tiko tuikana nde ugo kazukia ruzi rwaruko ukathambia gikombe gikiaza thai ukarutura gikombe ne kino ntuikitheri ruzi ruru tathera that is what aringi kura betu babati kuthithia atia biama bia siasa ni example gikombe giki wanjenjiria gikombe giki na content ira yukari ku ruzi rwaruko Martin kinyanda anyua bado ruzi rwaruko nkunywa turiamwe na ndi most of baria bari thirikari ne iria thiru maybe some of the members of parliament be thirikari ne narua kana itende biao courtesy of wave ya UDA. Thaa ici iwave ingi tukwenda ku create igwetwa DCP nene Mount Kenya kutuike ugo tonyere DCP kinya meia zaku za kethirwa kaza gutune yate no thererue na una ndi no tubati kwambiri gutega individuals itutege anto individually na nte gukira nkiuga na arua kethirwa ate wave ya UDA at least 4 or 5 members of parliament bati kuthirwa bari parliament ba Meru but ne ontubwa kweza na thina icio onthe no tutuguciendera kugatuika tuingire metho twenderua brand fulani Oscar Kinyake thwa kena meia zakari etania na brand iu yenderue then meia zao izathirire so aria tugachinjiria that pattern ekugura mantu on the basis of kiria twenderua nio tukambiri kugia control na our own issues otherwise tukethirwa every political cycle every election cycle mtu areta akairi brand akarita jazi iria gwikirite atimire ite china ate kwenda kukwetaza
uwa Chelsea
kwenda kugasa no dole kareta thira tatikana
ndio because mheshimiwa Governor Mutuma alikuwa 2 term kinyanto bara bakarani yaka bakwirurwa uritingwe bwake yaka nende bakwambirio mwira bro wa 2050 you know so no Oscar kuwa tiri why do we nito tutuvoti nito tuturinga kura na mulengo instead ya tolelia no wetu kuringira kura because Oscar puts it abunge bamwe baraba ingi actually meruye baraidre na wave ya UDA otherwise pagedo abemuchi
true
so why do we vote nito tuturinga kura is there a time gorokinya turinge kura turingire individuals
kwena hope Martin kambwe kwena hope nonto mistake irane tumebwetha cia muno ki MP na president ikomeru eringana wave na kiwango kinene ukalaithiria composition ya assembly ya Meru kuma irambiria 2013 wona kweva kumanya independent na other small parties ukalaithiria unte kwenda wita individuals wona tutita muno na wave nonto ukalaithiria nya bara balusire nya ba UDA most of baba MCAs balusire terrible nya bamo batana yakura mana tano so ridorira dia MCA te kwa gari thera riri tho muno rithera relaithirite development nura ithera campaign yentura so ni issues cientura cia at play so twaitaitie gurwa ya twika no ipati na hivyo ntungo ndawetekaniria na bwana Oscar itubati uchenjia kwere monda bwithirie ka video ka kuendelea TikTok au na kinya Facebook ndawa gachagwa na menye twe mwenda genda to ati kwinga ruto tika to mwenda nonto na kubwa alternative kana option na ndona ndo bamo ba ndingira thimu bembera muno mente kwa twe tuta twe one time ndabera twe na lakini the alternative so gintu kira tubati kulaithiria bwana mate niki ito kwenda otongeria obo ku reflect change ira tukwenda then just go change ya muntu twegirongi au twaretare akari atea nonto for sure agwithira itukwariria real change ndene Meru na ndene Kenya tutibati gwithira tukiarira in terms of party tubati gwithira tukiarira in terms of who stand for good leadership at MCA level MP level governor level witieguru no mbera ngabana na wire manto a 2 term yareta thina nda so ngabana we justified kuwa 2 term for the time being we justified kuwa for the time being but it is not safe it is not safe kuria gitaro na kiu no ntorende na go meaki otonya roi meangi round na go bore kwa thiate
now look na audio kwenda tu because kinya wonu kuburo ku itaro kiuke ikiozama
ikiugumia roi
so okay akwithwa governor akethwa maybe aritete nguina we aru atiri itumike nkuwa tu tam no ntiturete itukuretera cibitari tukwa coolers and all that
yes.
But then tukati disregard ya uyothe tumuthure no ntuna kwenda tu tam
anything can happen Martin but for his own security assuming na ni washinda assuming you are the other it is not safe to stay there no to the very sure that yanto baba kaomba kwethira be commission based politics in their mind me abito kubwithia thai civic education ya tukwira anto be to vote na leader kinyethira independent ukavotira just a party kana wave but we are not very sure bwana Martin that no wethire we safe kinyobu hii we na Ruto no nto misemo ke siasa na siasa indwanto thaya to iba reason kwa mno Martin lakini itara campaign ile kinya bagara kama umirento bagambirwe to mwetani na mugondo ka gondo kana cia nae na yuo kinya ka bana ka thoka you see now na no gari mtu mwe ka thokira riko
and this is why this is
nitikiri kidogo I think supportura mheshimiwa kuga kidogo na tukatega situation ira tuchiethira nio especially as Meru County na position iria governor Mutuma chiethirite Mutuma ka kugeria sana ethirito ari office for less than around 4 months mierina na agitonya office for those 4 months kwithirito kwina chaos Meru for the duration ya tenure hii iriotha hizi na ngarithe akairi ndaugire the unfortunate bit kana unfortunate scenario ira tuchiethirite ne Meru ikwithirwa issues chitebu isana at the national level we also have a situation at home ara kotirari na so we were losing at both levels and we have lost for 2.5 years na toga kukeza kwithirwa kiama no kiapen in between tukomba kurikava kira tomba kurikava before ne onto county zingi tekachi chikiri kachi enderete mbere kinya na ara mantu za tegwetani at the national level counties chao ichirari na stability so ichi ko move patu to stagnate to kiria moe na I think in the short time irethiri twari governor ikugite a semblance ya peace ndene ya town kwina semblance kuritaniria ngugi na kwina semblance ya some benefits ira tutirari tukuona kinyana the previous governor okazukia for instance irando re ira 600 million re Leopard Rock ukatega budget ya barabara ndene Meru for 1 year urongera million magana za makaisa na ke 600 ikaanyo budget ya barabara if you reallocate that amount ita kuserve other uses toethirwa tukigeria sana kurecover some of the precious time na resources ira chiurite katikati aza nionto I can tell you for free resources ira nyingi chirauma county chirethairwo chiitite itha kurwa na magamba kana urea urona mbeca chikiritwo kethera ichia kuthithia barabara antu achiethirwa chigicirculate kiri contractors local contractors na contractors bano bagatumira mbeca locally bete moterine to demonize nya kuthithia michemani oterine no te kurikana thayu oteri chiandikite antu aza Meru ugo uma weto kurachai oterine iria riu riumite na ikwachibi ukore oterine wina biumite so muremi akethirwa at the end of the day na ko affected i decision ire kwiro icha ichi kuthithia the chikurua office-ine so decision ya governor kwithirwa akikara na proximity kana in proximity na national government KWE is justified na never
for the time being
you should understand also that
kira of course if for the time being nonto decision ikathithwa but that time a decision tetha easy totomba kugana ndi twina another 2 financial years. Twina financial year yetu 2025 2026 2026 2027. You throw away 2 financial years kekura chikaringwa 2027. Na ikeu ikio tugukara tukiuga all the time that yes, decision ni thithwere kuthithwa, but itukare turikene that in between the ici na igita riu kwina resources chirio nyingi sana ki national government na ikirite na 85% ya mbeca ira chibati kuthirwa chitumika counties chirenge to 15%, 85% ki national government. If relationship ya county na national government no ithirwe ikireta resources iu ichieze to akinyie gitarire ara kuthithia decision, that decision will be made at that time.
And this aunio kiurekire kikujire ndi Oscar atiri antuba bachoka zin bebele kiri government, yeah, if they ever do baetikirika including governor Mutuma, will people understand because wathikira baraba ingi ba Mheshimiwa John Paul na thiritukinya ari very consistent akiwa atiri woninde thirikari ne no ntobwa kenda to wata maendeleo the same governor Kinyone obwa kuwa the other MPs barua kinyabo to thirikari ne je kenda to na kinana ba wera to kuona kinana so when they make the U-turn ba etikirika, and what will be the explanation?
It will depend. Number one kambambira na governor.
Yeah.
Mutumanze thinking His Excellency. Mbele ma situation yamiri yali keo.
Yeah.
For 2 years. Yali so demanding that kuge change.
Yeah.
So mumiro kintugrata katani at least kuge peace ke the county our county kwena mtu at least utuna ndo na ntobangi which mutuma na achieve it within a very short time. When a number of investors have started coming back, we are from the national government we need to some improvement kire Meru General Hospital to make it level 6, which of course will be an advantage to us. Itukwirira komba na usiana ubagana ruto kidogo ngegate ya mbuga omba kuchwa some more money to make another 1 or 2 hospitals level 5. No to kwena benefit G level 5 ke the local mwananchi level 6 itiomba maybe nyabene hospital. So unde na kwena hope that things are happening. Aja Miro Tony, the municipality now is back. The board, which was not there. Without that, you can make decisions ya diria kaitendera kabwega. Nkubo na wezo tumeta saudimenti rwa kushokia
municipality.
We expediting ko ya municipality really at an advanced stage now. Things have started moving. The other day Tony kwa panel I think Meru County Public Service Board. Yes. Kwa very soon kedero kana an employment opportunities leo chiba kwa advertised jia field. So kini that is very important na kile mutuma nkudoga nyoyo. Mwambere buga gisheria ntoberewe. Mutuma na kawira bathuri na tigiti ya independent. So gisheria by the way orinyata kwa mboje ni kama thai. If agents are party that becomes a reason for by election. Yeah, could defect. Yeah, defecting from a party to another. So mbele ma ena freedom ya kujia line. Ule yake enda gitara yakinya. But for now, kuna benefit ila miru yomba kuona kumena na is friendship with the national government. No, kuna a lot of projects in county yomba. For example, I can tell you, a county government cannot. Itekera babarami. Ntuba budget ya rami. You can't drive 20 kilometers. Wetaka budget era kuga maybe a kilometer cost around 50 million or so. Yeah. Yeah, that is 50 depending on the scale. So no end up with the entire budget for the allocation for development. Just one road, one tarmac. So for him is in order, but now a time will come. Area Kenya, Mamiro Wongwa, maybe Bakamira Nade, but to Riona to the Jericho, Mutumaka then an open space. Yeah, kujia line. Ureo kaba ukaria that time, but as of now, and writing in Kona Isa Savana with the data na with the national government. I say the same about members of parliament. Now, queen a problem. No to the Nabunga Genda. Me had to tell about the Ben to about the blank check, in my opinion. A blank check is that which you write amount by yourself. Ethera mbunge na kuga areke national government nuntu wa maendeleo. Sentence hii tibi ukithirira abu yikira koma akauga for example akambira kwenda wabarira letete nuntu uhusiano bom tukiona kweli kwi mantu ya positives you attach na uhusiano bom. Indi what is happening with most members of parliament baruga bale kithirikari nuntu wa maendeleo indi nande gorokirira hia abo teta nuntu wa lack of vote the same development na ndebe ithera ba kinyera kwa make decision bakodu uju hugo twira warikiri president nuntu wa maendeleo. Now let us list down the development ni akombuke kile mbunge kwa nambu metesauti at least we can count the items for him very fast near more than 10 nchowe kile mantu jana acceptability. Politics is about numbers. Numbers is mataka. Ashagua mbona na lot of hostility tuanza bunge. Wao ndikenya mwana ba tingeta kura for impeachment. But I can assure you bara kaenda ku join baba kwa kaenda ku join kama kwa later. Ate consider mwana latina na ba impeach it. Agate kavalie bo na kedere na better people alternatives in that particular constituency. So in the matter will be a lot of movements. Watu kalira no ibombira kugenda na Ruto na ile ya siasa ya rikale uga nusumukate sahau kana ro baragia uga antu babo tuno to washana bombio thirikari na adu tinya dishikijere uru ibo aba ikithirikari baye mukataba so chance ya kuiganwa ite no ndo wala mtu abuika nambi ni ethera mtu no the best that any party nda kuote kashagwa ke there is Jubilee there is Punyas PNU as well all those will be options kwa gonto kama mpenda kuchokera kidogo tu ka why Ruto keeps saying to the no to shida na nya Raila akauga tuga one time re so no Kenya Ruto abochera to the minds of the opposition. Kute campaign yengi yomanya wishi na mtu tije no. We campaign na? Ndola kuwa kashinda kuwa. Endo tije who your face. No ntune kwa
moment ya 2002.
Yes, exactly. 2022 tuamenyaga candidate wa Kibakinya KNK menya ya ANAC. Aya unveiled in 2021. December na 2020 two elections.
Actually.
Sorry, 21. I'm sorry for that. In 2022, we don't the Naki Shara one with the Kirara and what have you. So it was not easy. Nyada I know wakara. So Ruto Rako Divia, Kakoba is poking them. Barakisha konemwe muntu ambile kwa campaign yotagete muntu reko. Now right now the three of them bamwete a very difficult time. Nuntu Matiang arima kavuma aka very strong. Kalonzo bako na Mirao very strong. Gachagua bako ako dira within a short time. So the three of them may produce eight of them like I did. Na Ruto arenda bani manga muntu haraka kenda ambile kwa there chance ya kuraba bange bahati most likely kana chance ya kunyamu ku campaign against him. Ndinama ore bakwendera batena candidates. Nebo a difficult time. Raila noe na kwenda kwero noe. Let me tell the truth. Now the three leaders in the opposition coalition, Kalonzo Musyoka, Matiang'i, na Gachagua. Bagagua both wa drop their presidential bid. Na wendo support Raila. Ntuku weigwa mwechamani wa Kasarani kana na aba wakamukunji. Yota kundikira Raila kumakimbio kithirikari. So leo karakuga who will be the president. Na kuja abo kurua moso still here as an alternative. That's what I think.
Okay. Yeah, mheshimiwa kenda tu kiadhimu ithatu.
Amboli matimbetekeri mbwere kesi ya mbunge akogi muno. Lekana ye gavana. Yo ni mbe sana. No nturikana kinya bagiringa kura cia finance bill na cia kwenga Gachagua akenya ibarete akenya baba tumira kinya message so that is an forgivable sin whether they go to Gachagua kinya bauguma kiu ndo ya personal.
You know that is ibonkwenda okuria ibonkwenda okuria how difficult will it be kiribo kutan
the current MPs onara baita it will be a problem irithira ithina no ntuthaini ere person uti wita ginya na ground ni akwira Martin kazo te aracia ndeto imwe antu bera wakurukireni munene ya buruna tunengere biro tunengaira twethie twikimwe te ibuku meoturia antu inya we ya rambi no rethira ne kanisa kana yambi ginya makanisene bebera munene ya naini rwaringirwe mpea wirwe aigwe twikimwe lakini wora tukumea no woriku barethie gala uriu ponda na bagethia o nende ibakumea it is sealed hiyo iliisha yao na iwezi eleweka bwana Martin.
Oscar, how difficult will it be? You know, Mheshimiwa anethire twarekire active politics bambe tutwararie tu in the peripheries kugethro kumi atia kiri baraba bari kiri tutam in case momentum ije kiendelea kugethro kumi atia kiri bo kuringa U-turn bachoka baita kiri rutere rwa bakachagwa because ndrone postira turekire ya Mheshimiwa Kirima akiwa watoetikanire na thirikari irari na backlash enene mno like anto bate ku appreciate okay why are you coming.
I think kiragi utuma kara from the onset yake kethirwa difficult I think ikwethirwa history iria twineo that au ne ubature kuthithia bagakara kontu for all that time then mwisho ni area bakagaruka depending on area mwananchi ari ikio tumikuga kairi mwananchi wengwa no bati kwithirwa aki differentiate manto sasa kwithirwa member of parliament ena history kana ena record kwithirwa bwa mbere ate go perform ndo kiu non performance no the biggest crime number 2 representation iria athurirwo gwita kuthithia bunge atamithithia then at the very last minute na gitumi tukukara tugichokairie gintu giki ikwithirwa kinya kinoti ya kugweta Rigathi Gachagua na movement ye yao ba ku create ya DCP bongo bakarugora mirango for the sitting members of parliament na beta no bo bakambiri ko bathambie kairi beto irae. That is what will happen. You can take that to the bank. Na kinya bara betete wa munyoro tha hizi beba mbere. I can assure most of them. Bate kinya kanan. Kanan igatonyo ne antu tha hizi bate decided. Ina betete na bate ko declare ketherai wa munyoro bari kana ina bari. But at the very last minute ito tige ko impose iroi manto. Na members of parliament na bo bagakarandhi mwanka the last minute bagateka isaidire ko wivitite beza last minute eu mwananchi no ate kwenda ikumenya as long as nwitanirie na nderia wivi gwitite ibori ruwe kethera kwi mantu turari nazo na issue hizi na ndie kuga itwandikire wanted kana niere personal that is the mistake ira to kuthithia ito detach a bit of emotions from our decision making, especially gitara kura no to make decision na emotion toka regret kana toka live na consequences chia decision you for 5 years na ge 5 years you mwaka zo mbere zo go observe toka ambiria kununguna gategati by the time mwaka zo mbere zo thira ito ambiri kuga nethire tuthithia te
to muinge
turete ongi okiugo no kurete ongi bachenjeri uniform ora tukuga bakira ingi bakeza bwa bachokio kairi. That is a problem.
Atu bakarika na impeachment ya Gachagua in case anto baki akwya na bakathambwa bakarika na impeachment ya Gachagua bakarika na finance bill
nande only from where I sit mtu atebati kuringa kura on the basis of that Gachagua na impeach. That should not be a basis. What is that?
It is something, Martin.
It is not.
It is.
People, why is it something?
Yes. They will have to.
Ndio kuria tere bari kana story Gachagua kuimpeach how does it, you know, what is it?
Okay. Martin purpose public participation here. Until we qualify ya kutara another person who support Gachagua mbati ni qualify ukethira babu bwaturetwe for example batu igembe sawa itwaturire tuwa maoni yetu ri mheshimiwa tutikona ground enough cia kuimpeach Gachagua tuwa atiri watugulugilia finance bill na twatumira message we ya no feel like a representation because you speak on our behalf not on your own behalf so we will have kuweka makosa yara yange wewe na yote kuinga so ni kuleta vizuri inaleta vizuri sana.
Allow me to
very quickly please get that you can
allow me to just stand on
lakini mbere ugari mate ni kwina narrative yembe mno ya kuendelea ke muungano yoyo yetu yo opposition mekindori no gorika na Cleophas Malala orerie toreta matiangi Naruto bwa muringira toreta biyi atoreta mburi Naruto baka wimburi bakuendelea na narrative na
it's not even funny right
na message utafadhali bwana Oscar si mzuri unaelewa so ikuona ni watu
but you know ni asira ilanto ni anger ilanto baba kwa video against the president
I'm getting lakini tomba go lose objective kana substance ebira tukua ituoni antu we want an alternative leadership temuchetho reo kompere muntu na mburi kinyathira ni humiliation na ni message by itself kuona ni anga no tuto kwenda change we may get a change lakini yethira te change ira tukwethia ate
tukwenda so
we want ito mo compare na bau bange lakini twakinya extent yo mo compare na nyumo rugara oro bwana mate ntika ngo sympathize no I'm a friend tomba go lose objectivity to a direction inero kuwa kuringa no nto bau.
Let me add just one or two on issue
very quickly please
only what rings my mind was Gachagua actually impeached as per the law? Was he actually impeached? One of the reasons that you brought to Kenyans, especially Mount Kenya, it's very hot now, but there have been a lot of anger with the government side. Kile Gachagua's case, ni uke otoka mudiene. Kote kadidata. He can't declare the impeachment was not done as per the law.
What was not done by the law?
And just recently, you saw something just the other day. Actually, let me remind you something. Gachagua, wujo da hii uri very popular o trend. Ari very unpopular by the way, nyamuntu Kenya. Nontu amegambo wewe ira aragia. His language was a bit rough and even sometimes reckless. Lakini yora muntu nyaboka thangana na muntu ngitine ala iba thangana ya ngitine je ya Weru TV umarite ogeta mbero kedeta mango muntu for nothing ombo kono ke defend muntu ko hapana utumote makairi
awatemerwa
nyago no bwana umiero. The point I'm trying to put forward is Gachagua was not a very popular person but then method the impeachment the approach uri ekari ekeyotuka court mudine kamo clean. I can tell you
let me
give you a few actually one of them was the panel hearing his application to have conservative orders in the other GICHUNGE ne tukire panel eu it are recomposed as per the law because the deputy chief justice does not have such power. Number two, it will have a bearing
details because atobara no borengi chief justice no yara bura so it is really
I will tell you something ikethera ina bearing ke the main application ntoje ne manzo ya consulted orders it was not about the main suit. Number two, public participation ndinonto abunge ne bashirere ko thondeka sheria ya ku guide public participation but get a court either your interpretation as per situation ile dikipo. One of them ne what should happen first. A motion is proposed for impeachment ya Oscar. I'm going to give an example. Okay? By a member of parliament. And to get toringa kura ke that impeachment the members of parliament. Okay? About the judge. Or the same members of parliament but draft curia ke public participation. Baka mate forms. That's what they did. Veje ntore ne bananga mbio Bioribia for public bio ujuredia no ngota same member of parliament. The same member of parliament the bunge aringe kura for or against the impeachment or ugatete nekau duna ndewetwe okay defend what should come first. One of the questions be called okay that case ni ubu motion ibi kweja oka accused of certain things one encourage chance equi defend do to the public vote participation and most preferably public participation should be done by a third party. It can't be the same accuser. No, it
but you see,
to member of parliament, there's no law right now. No parliament with that law, but
but katika na katiba bunge na weba tuko demand. No weba to impeach.
Yeah, never impeach. Procedure. No to no public yokurua. Gitu public yokurua no to as a representative of the people. So when you na public participation, you got the issue. Number 2, just a moment.
Kinoti koti eite hapa kulingana na wao. Is not by assumption.
Where there's no law, where there's like no, the parliament never came up with a law governing public participation. So don't the aje manto ya takotini. Yeah, depending on the judge na argument ni ka brought. Uninde na almost the almost sure public participation ile ya Gachagua ile mu impeach it will be one of the grounds ile jumbo ma impeach ankuga likelihood. And if that happens now, there will be more anger from the people as to into ugaga ituga to kwa biuka to kwa biuka. So there will be that element of na tedi mtu so irutos kumedembio nto. Of course antu pataka kwa na president was behind it. Kuna another one, even and I'm saying with a lot of respect to the current deputy president. Just recently, case Yemiru, deputy governor, the replacement of the deputy governor. And I said it again there to Areja last time. When Linda was proposed as a deputy governor, it was not possible for her to have vetted, there was no what? Commission of the IBC. Keri required better court to compel the CEO to actually gazette what? Returning officer to Nguni near commission. The same script Gachagua's case. Who cleared key process the clearing, which IBC vetted Kindiki to be a deputy president. That matter, I'm going to wash Martin. At the tail end of this case, that matter will play in court. Because as long as the courts remain independent.
Can I interject?
What will change? Nothing.
Public and the public.
Don't interject.
Yes.
Koi gento, I think to what you withdraw to get at the back of our minds with the entire impeachment issue. And to Kinoti and I know. Najamo ishivyo asa na komenya. Kanto nyawere ari assembly. They sure mind chiautira cross impeachment. Whether now they went ahead with it or not, ira cross. It's a quasi-judicial process. In a politics, chigo play, na in a sharia, igo play. Now the politics is what decided Gachagua has to
go.
Then you go and look for
the reasons.
The reasons.
Yes.
Kenda Yîîtîte Atea. Kendeta. Na kinyoke zigutega the reason most of these candidates bomba kuweza kuona thina as we get towards ko decide no candidate ukarunga against President Ruto is numbers ira chikethirwa chimo bucket in parliament. Number 2, Gachagua akithiurunka region hizi ora kuthiurunka is looking for numbers. Wewe ngwa. But appearance Gachagua on the ballot, I can tell you, will have a hand ya Ruto. Take that to the bank. If Ruto is strategic, Gachagua got cleared very close to the election, paving way for him to become eligible. So what does that do to the candidates? Baba opposition, baba kwenda kwa flag bearer. Interest kaiga Yîîtîte Atea. Kaiga itia. Teoma. Gachagua wengo kinyake aria na ari rongo. No kuiwa ke aria ri momo ngo kaigwa zeka wengo convinced that he should be the candidate flying the flag for the opposition. And if it happens that he has now a clear path to run, he goes to politicians baba at the end of the day. Chigapri. Na ukezi kutuika Gachagua no arungame. Ari candidate. It plays well into the William Ruto script in dividing votes easy. Na kethurano kia 2027. And I'm saying here now, will very likely be the first election itirathira na round 1. kwithirwo kuna runoff. It is the first time under setup ire kuringa kura
Kutithirwa kuna 50+1.
kutithirwa kuna 50+1 no kuona 50+1 if it remains the way it is. Assume William Ruto of course will be on the ballot. Kutewa kevera. Yes. Whether they are with Raila or not, it's another matter. But as the signs ora signs chikarida hizi, it is unlikely that bakethro benao bena Raila. Then there is the opposition and as we know it now, Gachagua, ba Martha Karua, ba Eugene Wamalwa, ba Kalonzo Musyoka, ba Matiang'i, ba Maraga, bonde they are in the mix. Mbera no kuona 50+1 ya kudhiria that election in the first. And if by any means Ruto manages kwithirwa ariki runoff no runoff ikathithwo i number 1 na 2 Ruto ageza kinyake eta runoff e number 2 take it to the bank no getho ari president for another 5 years.
Oh really?
Yes, it is easier for him to marshal baba angibo the baditiburani on to resources nambi. It is easier for him to do it than for ora okare mbere ara ko manage ora okare number 3. So if there's a runoff, and that is most likely path ekuchwa re-election egethero a runoff. Na kezi kuona ora omba create runoff that easy. One of the ways is to make sure that Rigathi Gachagua is on the ballot as a candidate for president.
Very well. Bitikiri lito ikithimo inkai please. Kaberia likangiri aruatire no tombo tomari mutunguri ete akere kawira mwangaza areke kuruma mutuma twethinkia na areke kuruma na ya mwenji arua mwenji was a traditional Meru undertaker or mortician who was infamous for insults. Number 2, the guy who is threatening to end primary school and secondary school capitation must go. He removed NHIF, did away with the Beyond Zero initiative, na sasa anataka kuharibu masomo. Wina no ito mukai Murungi Newton Mutwiri aruatire. Hello Martin. Kuma are interesi ya chogwa the super guys we have on Gichunge today are best. At least they are so cool. Hakuna kelele leo. Echo guys, asante sana bwana Muriungi. Akawa on my view is we 80% of the voters we are no longer going to make mistakes again, starting from the president to the MCA. Wote ni nyumbani. They have betrayed us. Sahi tunaongea kwa sauti moja. Ni okay. Muriungi Newton, thank you. Ryan Ray the three gentlemen are very sober and have really told us the truth that in Kenya the nature of our politics towards the end of the term relies mainly on wave. That is why that is the same route I see as ending too in 2027. Barry Jr. along one here. Good evening. The panelists are very sober and informed. Say hello to my friend Kinoti David. Okay, Barry. If you look keenly, it is like Ruto was not sure he would win in 2022. Every policy or program launched by his government is turning into trial and error experiment. Instead of improving on what is existing, they are collapsing the gains of a working system they found. As millennials and Gen Zs, we are sure we will be here in the next 50 years to reckon with the repercussions of every dubious contract this government signs. We will be the bearer of consequences of every raw deal this government engages in. Look at Talanta Stadium. They talk of 45 billion. But the actual cost figure, by the time the stadium is handed back to us, it will have cost taxpayers taxpayers money a whopping 140 billion. For the remaining period, I can request Ruto to desist from engaging in any flagship project on our behalf. If Arua is our president, we respect him, so we request him to serve his term a symbol of national unity only, without engaging in trade of tirade of policies that will leave us with long-term debts and dents. Yet he won't be here with us when consequences hit hard in 40 years to come. Wow. kwina ungi witwa Turanira Mutia Aruatire. The Meru leaders we have in government, the Meru leaders we have been in government for the last 3 years. What do they have to show? When are we going to get development? They are always talking about. Why are there no mega projects in Meru as it is in Nyanza? Yet they opposed Ruto. It is either our leaders are lying about development or they are fearing Ruto, and maybe Ruto thinks they are okay with the tea they get in State House. Lewis Kimathi Arua, but in we the people from Meru tumechoka na uongozi wa kutenga, kuamurisha. We want real developments in the government, not empty rhetorics and PR empowerment programs shared by the DP. Akawa Meru iko imara na one-term movement. Salimia Breven Mutethia, our incoming MCA in Tima West, Ketheka. Kwina Motongeri Njamba Arua, there is peace and development, at least in Meru County. Governor Mutumai is strategic, smooth operator. Nicholas Itongarua, hi Martin, Governor Mutumai is doing good job and most Meru people are happy. His association with the president will get us goodies. However, the same association will lead to his downfall. The balance. Fidel Laprot Megaboy Arua, when a leader does not accept accountability, they are going to go above and beyond to make sure that you suffer if you ever finger point at them. Mwirigi Mutethia Arua, mambo ni one term, Dov pamoja na pembe zake, kwa hiyo moja TNA West. Mwirigi Kubai Ntonkore Arua, mi naona kitu cha muhimu ni kutoa President Ruto for the sake of Kenya's reason. Social Health Authority is not working. Number 2, atupilie housing levy mbali sana, cause atujawai sikia Uhuru wakikata wafanyikazi hiyo pesa ya nyumba zilikuwa zinajengwa. Imagine hadi yule mfanyikazi mdogo kabisa analipwa 10k anakatwa housing levy. Mambo ni mengi sana Bwana Martin, asante sana. Mwiriki kile SMS 23578, Umaru wa Ruto amepanga kutumia ID za registered Kenyan citizens wenye wali okay, this is a big allegation. Kurongo kwa Kenyans atuendi vizuri kabisa. Kama elimu ndio mwanzo wa maisha, itakuwaje pesa za kufadhili elimu hazitoshi, ili hali za kujenga manyumba inatosha? Swali, hizi nyumba zinazojengwa zina manufaa gani kuliko masomo? Ni Frank Ntara Ari Gembe, Ari Embe Central. Ongerwa ni tonga kaidhari aritereche mawa. Hii serikali ni kama ni ya Rais Ruto na wabunge wetu, sababu ndio wanachangia kuumizwa kwetu. Sasa sioni kama kuna mahali Kenya inaelekea. Na kiki kiurigetu tukwerua retururi atire uwo kari ndia wito na ruari utuku uridwane Kenya Yîîtîte Atea. Tuchokirikiri namba yetu SMS 23578 kana kiri Facebook fan page yetu ni Weru TV kana Weru FM kana kiri Facebook fan page yakwa Martin Gichunge Dula. Now katu kithimo ithatu tubwe nawe na tokuwa uriona Kenya Yîîtîte Atea. Maoni yaku ni yariku? What do you think mantu ya thirikari 2027 niyo ikethire kari atea? Hello Weru. Weru, yes. Hello. Hello. Hello Weru. Yes. Oui. Oui. Kabisa awe. Moyo karibu. Moyo yakawe na kathina ka network ntio kwa hata moyo mkuru. Moyo ntio kwa hata boya. Sorry. Hello Weru. Weru.
Bwana Martin.
Oui. Unimbu kabisa mkuru tanga we.
Thank
you.
na kile ya kungo kwa tabora maono kule Kenya tunaona Yîîtîte Atea wamere maono kumitigo bunge la employment ndio gichunge na Kenya ranko na Yîîtîte Atea tabwega onto oni ringarere akora kurare to karinga to ntose ligera ringara jana akemaringa yo ndo aringa kura oterondo kura chikaringwa yarire onto modu wadura Kenya baina jugwa tukajuga kinamba 2027 kura ikaringwa kinyoro atindo atomba kinya kuwa kura chikiwa kana kura chiko bigo atene yake plus 1 ro karinga ro gichunge kinyeneri ngara mbere tutoka ndebe na ikaraja hii ondo Kenya ibaduri nakaya tumeta tudura gichunge burigero uratwari na buna thirikari gato athurire wari wirigero bubu nene muno amwangaza aije akaburite muri na natupita gukinya jo mwanga wa 2025 tutigeria mwanga jo mwake tu thirikari rere tuga ayirekie gitarano ndo mwanga wa 2026 ju muri na akeza boto nya siasa no ndo 2027 muri na kairi no ndo siasa zetu lingo wa mwanga ndo na gai warato tretega extending group nya mwanga ikambia 2027 no ndo siasa ile na mbele takuwa mwanga jo mapema muno na maweno ya thirikari yari onde era ni ritekire Kenya gutubukinya no mwo diretie nyagwotagete na kuriza to gwaikari ngwo wa mwaki era thirikari gwako mema Mount Kenya ati utemuntu kana thirikari tinga muntu uro ritekire aruwa binafsi bitura wananchi badiretie na baadhi ke durana to erigirite andukia for example za gwetwa centro imenti wa uti wandi kwa kiago to adurete mujumbe MCA no yundie mujumbe no yundie to itia egoro to kona women representative no yundie itekira ke to kona tota representation ya centro imenti ara ke to kona tota dize ke nini kireja ngapana no ntume waronga mejari independent no ntunawe no we to kinyawe ende bo bange bonde to adure tabake amakimo we roboto wari bubone na mono ende uteu kinya no bo mo botide to bajara bonde to ri yakadi ondo bonge bo mudia kenda babane kanya baria
yes please
we mawera ya to intura jawira ne burapo teke ni menya ntumba kuga inderi ngadi biru ndo nteri pura bunda to eri to kadi biru akinya centro imenti yeto utubu dibetie unda baraira gyarandi arandi to na barabara yeto yumeta kuma yito na mimwanga metongo barabara wegiteni wandi gato na centro imenti ne wandi nya ambire tiako centro etonya mwanga ndia etonya kiago eu yari ke wala mikulingana na sikari neno waya ugite through mutongeria wetu mujinda wetu bati inde ya ukuruka watikire barabara eu augira wate kumenya ni auna ikariri inde guruna yari gwa maitaja maingi na pia ukimenya igipindi kepiri awite mberema bunge na ugita akagwatenya igitigo bunge yetu ke abodo guchika aga sentiment na ugita akagwatenya na sima gwikunde eri yakwera ndi nekita wira nekipindi kyawe kya mbere ugakafikisha yetwa tuli tugekira sima na mwankana ndi na jingi mwanka je na nari tongere ndo ngipindi kya bire sima itekerwa so na ndi nira kona nyanto bete tagi chunga bera ko muntu gutatoveri yo muntu ari tatanondo na bukuwera ne ekiri na ni danka ganto bete muntu wena ugita mujimbe na ugita ndalaga wekera barabara ya unda wete wegito ne karinde ne gatwate na muyo metongora mi ngadura kipindi kya bire na ndo wete ya mudure aya ntore ne yeto kwanda peka ngera ante create stima kipindi kya kwa kya mbere kipindi kya bire bukandura na mwankana ande atubize kyo ona ndinya ya gutira na kuma thirikari ne uthirikari ne arari no ute matunda ya thirikari to kona ya thirikari akuwa akauma ije akaumere o tene.
Thank you Chamba.
Well,
thank you tukienge mwa halo weru
Hello Gichunge.
Yes sir.
Habari kumukuru.
Odimbui kabisa.
Mwetenda nkuma Githongo.
Ndani habari.
Ni ndongi mbere manketheria akuru bau.
Ba uketheka sana please ukienda ika imwana nusu.
Thank you mukuru. Bwa mbere batwi thirikari ya national teke thuki muno. Ani antu bakumethukia na tongire bara bathurirwo ibo methukia bara baingi Gichunge. Na oni imbuga mono ekera mawa ara kubati gwikirwo mawa Gichunge. Ruto teko uriro mono project iria ciawe mono. Uriro iria nyingi iria ciabangie gitara iria thirikari ya Uhuru.
Yeah.
Nonto kaigwa njira iria nyingi kwirikana je ikuwa kiri mauga arego ringiro kura, yani arega gwikira rami akaringiro kura. Tithai mantu za regime irenge. So thai Ruto ka batere nonto imiaka iri ka batere kwithirwo akiona iru akira itu kwina njira ciare, lakini in fact mantu thina riri ongwa mujumbe taweto sentiment baraire sentiment nonto nio ndi Gichunge na nio nkumenya mantu nkuruki. Mujumbe weto sentiment imuntu tutikwerwa ni ate akari. Nonto atega last regime au mire thirikari ni mwakene jo iri ni oja au mirira thai.
Yeah.
Na twira twira ni uri araruja thirikari kana uri umire thirikari ni kyo gitumi maendeleo tuona miaka ene wi athira eko au kanyuma. Na nde tiri ngere utikyo turona bandu na nde ende to twira kaire ni ura bakorwa thirikari na nde tugatura korwa thirikari niona nde tukuria atiri Gichunge. Nonto batu tu antu ba sentiment itulogi turi antu ba meru itulogi. Isarakasi atongeria pagweta bagekira mutongere munene bakauga ipienama. In fact ankore kiore Gichunge na murinya mu meru uri nare okuga Ruto no moyi. Uri otekwerewa. Kwatega njuma watwala ntwingi ya gutonya meru intobiria akuberetia meru into nkorokia ngiri nega na Gichunge. For example njuma kidore kindike njuma yetu jete kidore kindike na jete oreta ngiri 500 acha hospitali nene ya level 5 Gichunge town. Teve mbe chinga chire jete kuretwa cia thoko iya gakoromo ne Gichunge. Teve mbe chinga chire jete kuretwa chekeni kya mawa Gichunge. Teve mbe chinga chire jete kuretwa thoko ne mawa kenda chiokire chaka thoko mawa Gichunge.
Yeah.
Teve mbe cia retro chi industrial park na bori Gichunge. No thirikari nene. Teve rami Dr. Chandra Kimoti bakuendelea gwikira na saudiment atukuruba bara uno bakuire Gichunge ima. For sure atukwenda mbitori ameru. Nukuona nande thina kiare imutongere ora twathurire akuremo gwetia flagship intobire biotigo i president na ara akuremo gweta bakara miguru aomba gukuthira antu bawe na niko gitumi nkuga ngauga atiri Gichunge kwatega ngereka na yububundi uri athitheria ari MCA regime nera bari na kirima nguchine ayububundi nombere gukutha mukiria nomba gukuthambe chichi mariene Gichunge.
Thank you.
Na wantaga ngugeire iria yubu athithirie kagita kau Gichunge ukire mari gitene no tikiathithia so ataga thina reri imutongeri oro thuri ukurega gwita gukubiria antu bara bamuthurite Gichunge na te mutongerio na te Ruto thoki ni atongere bau bathuki Gichunge ito mukuru.
Asante Dan.
Thank you Gichunge.
Thank you. Hello Vero. Hello. Sorry. Hello Vero. Yes.
Hello.
Yes sir.
Habari tu Gichunge.
Odimbui kabisa mukuru.
Kege kenuti.
Baketheka.
Kege maikia Mr. Mutugi. Na Adamson.
Uketheka.
Ura jela mto sentiment yote kwa bwiri basa.
Karibu sana basa.
Kabere atwambili jende na kwa ligia mantuja kaunti jangu na jaibiuruka. Jamoja ina muhimu monole yani yatikumba kwereka. Ekiambere uli ndialijia miajeria mkugu ya kiagwezi ya former governor. Ilia kumba kwa ligia the sitting governor. Na miajeria kujuruka na oteno etikijika. Ukedwa na kumba kurunga mativi na yeta ngabana mbonoko. Ni governor loli gitine.
kweli mtu responsibility yao ili akudwa wondete ni hata wenye wagetwa kwa jagetwa ngoke monoko ukaja utaka historia we alikuwa ngabana mutumari alisonja ali askari prison awali u India ali wembere ateja kwa ndiga akija kujuruka ni alita nungule ukati kwachie ukati matungo wendegia na buruire ukatekara ali mugutano akinyoka so ete kwa compare ndia gwa ujo ali ukana unyewa bati ko mature uri mbere ndera winenire mbide gutanu gundali so ali so ende to menye wali una historia we tabia kia kwa zenyana ara mbetenya kula nya kwa ndoro kanite no magmeya jalo lakini ute kuwetaje unadeja gati nyeregi tarajo kama ngedokira gabana ola so gabana ina kana Kristo alienda kujijora mutuma timba mutanu burukenda gauri aje utwira ndio tena ase kuja utwe yitaria ndio kwa campaign na kinje bati kumenyero muno ne tilike oncho dura maria kosa ne tie na kyo ingana ugataka kiama kia kubira ina kyo kiama ina kyo utuma kubona makina mutano nyako kina your sister kina your husband kina your son it's a party a national party watu wantu kime tumba kwa utumba kwa ndani Meru na kama nje kukiri Arabu national party witite unless you meet a village party.
Thank you, Basa.
Kia bure Martin kibiria
please very quick
kuile madrasa implement jambo kwa kia ribu na ndio kwa ile madrasa implement ndio baada ataba kugira as we are talking now ndio hadi tukare na wale chunge barabara kuma kalieni wudi kujie kila mwenjero mwanga kibirone barabara contract ikuna hadi ne kembu 7 kilometers iteje kibirone ukaja kuita barabara nyingi kuma kwa Coca-Cola pata ni implement ile contraction sai ukaja utaka barabara yenye kuma kaguma kuita postira mweka kwa tabiati only the contraction here and the government is doing ukaja utaka kile maula yako jivya kile government yako kwenda pull out amira ugo tu utuma tuja ule ya doni kenda mbona ule ya kujivya na ikarakara au bero ula dukuona na rabedi lo I'm telling you, within 1 month, akemura barabara injiri. Nikenda bikadi emukadi nyayo meno mwanke mukadi. Tadi yo kuga banja mwanto base ntune. Ibo ba mwira na le mete kibikadi.
Thank you, Basa.
Tadi akumano imbiba kwa alidia.
Okay.
Ya kuma ni adenda aibera amkwenda kuma. Ndi batumwire mbele to ni mbira tronale.
Aye. Thank you. Mheshimiwa Mwendakirenya Arua atire. Arua Ruto is a fake change element. If anything, the changes associated with him are always reverse gains made by other progressive leaders in the country. How on earth can the government now afford free primary and secondary education, but has budget for state house renovations, construction of new state lodges, and 1.2 billion charge at state house? Negative change is also change, though. Now this one, Mheshimiwa, because I'm wondering, Oscar, the hugest budget ya Nthiguru, yet itukuibwa minister wa finance akiwa ati kithomo it is not sustainable kithirwa kiri free. How on earth?
Iwaga sana Martin. Yeah. I think issue education in particular is very emotive. Yada kwa some figures going with financial years. Kenda I think tuona rimwe kuroma ntu zethero is a happen but reporting ekethero is the only difference. From the year 2018-2019 approved budget chi education chitwire kuthwa china deficit it is not the first time.
True.
2018-2019 budget ya education nere na deficit ya 3.1 billion shillings. The following year 2019-2020 nere na deficit ya 6.1 billion shillings. Egeto chithingateneo 2024-2025 deficit erari 15 billion shillings. But ugachoka nyuma, it is not the highest deficit ethroereo ke education. Nionto ugaeta mwaka zoa 2022-2023 education nere na deficit ya 17.66 billion. And the year before that, yari 17.36 billion. Now, tuchoke ara thine yumite. Why are we on this discussion? Report ire tukwariria yumanĩtie na appearance ya CS o Treasury Mbadi Parliament akiuga government itena capacity ya commit ya kusustain free education. Na report ire yumaira kenda ita ku debate wa Parliament ne Auditor General wiza akauga atiri aza kukariuzo na uzo. If we go back to RNMC as a system, is a register itoa online, problem ira yareo ikuwethirwa the manual register ne created a loophole ya kuwethirwa thirikari ni kufund ghost students. Na kwethirwa kwina inya audit umite ikuonania skuru nyingi sana iria chikuriwa mbecha but they are not existing anywhere.
Actually 3.7 billion.
Yes.
Tia tumekire kwa nkira
skuru iteo. Na during tenure ya CS Mushero, Joe Mushero, during Uhuru's time, matiangi ari education that time. Neo bakarire ndepo kabadithia system where they can keep track ya omuritwa wonde. Na article 53 ya constitution 1B niwe kwa every muritwa wa Kenya. After 53 1A kwa right gwithoro ina rietwa ntuya gwithoro ina rietwa i right constitution eko dictate. After iwe ruga lazima withoro ina access ya free education. Thirikari eka budget ire gwika education. Mwaka zo kwena deficit. So all the CS Treasury saying ariuga mbecha ira chirio uka divide na arito bara be skuru omto akona ngiri 16
amto 22
instead of 22,000. But problem ira to inayo, the real problem ira to pati ko to karinde to ki discussa is why did we shift toetaki nemis area ya bati kuthiro gi solve a problem but we still have problems cia kuthiro to na ghost schools na to na ghost students bako budgeterwa. If we are able to weed out ghost schools ira chirio nonto kwena report yonenie one junior clerk ndene ministry betete na ba create an imaginary school na ba miruorera bank account na ena rietwa rea limited company na yari wa 17 million in 1 year and those cases are several. Ira chikuonania buru more than a lot of schools chiteo uteta ona school on the ground but mbecha hizi no igutarwa chikiuma kithirikari chigeta the problem ira to no mati. That is where I'm heading. Problem ira to no report ire kuma ki Auditor General irita parliamentarians ibo barakari nthi bakithika irore CS wa Treasury akuga mbecha ci education ite kuthithia te na minister wa education CS wa education akeza akauga atiri they have no intention ya kueberia free education. Parliament niwe mami it's oversight role na recommendations ci Auditor General report Parliament niwe bati kuitherwe ki actaira na kinyaza miru twina member of parliament urogo karanthi ki committee ya education na inkuona bakari nthi bakiaraniria na CS wa treasury but atiumba kumuria kiuria kiria twinthe tubati kuthirwo tukiuraia audit ya NEMIS kayombo cost mbeca ingana kenda tumenya ki skuru kana arito baria be registered ki NEMIS ibagana bareo na ibagana bateo kethera skuru ici there are thousands yes but it is not rocket science kwithirwa weed out skuru ici umenya ni iriku ci existent na ni iriku iti existent no tukezi kuona deficit irereo plus mbeca ira bakuga ici yare goes to schools if you eliminate the ghost schools then you have no issue ya kuga budget ite kungana.
How do we even have ghost schools?
Bwana Martin
corruption.
Bwana Martin gankwere
Corruption.
Thenera tu ni onde na nthiguru yi corruption okay aweta KECC na nto bara bonde bathiatira manto ya corruption ibaisi a third of our budget will go to corruption. You have a corrupt system, corrupt people. A third. How much is a third of our budget?
That should be $1 billion.
A trillion. Which means
Yeah.
we can be able to fund our budget by our own collections or taxes. But the nara yira Bwana Martin. Inkwenda muthigiria amenya. Ageya kuwa mbunge betu baraba parliament kabariti. Ageya kuthwane ginya Ruto kate na mind yotethia. Ikabatire ndi. They know the problem. Ginya ria ba let us sit on the table. Botwire kabenda kuibwa bora umire kiasi kia nate agithira bombo toka utusuna bitu kurea. Bwana Martin ukagwithira oske au ati interacting na document you. Bwana geno tiare na wena oni. Toti interacting na document you sio ni tanjena no and then. Iba ku interact na sio. Iba kwa ta first hand information. Why ba tu together to na more information ngulokie mumbunge ora toringirite kuro kuria mbungene na kiri awa heavily kwithira ki interact na document ukienda reta representation ibui na oversight so gintu kira kiri Bwana Martin kabetiganira cia imbonete muvi nyingi muno cia antu bandawa cia kulevya barabenda cia o muntu ezoni eke atire konge thia atia aingilia no ke awita zoni bangi nyanto bagu baita kabarathawa na basema ni madrag laundry bara vera na kanto bagu baragilile meanka so it's like ambunge iba itirwe zoni yo ira yetawa CDF. I'm telling you the truth.
Na bamikarete bonene.
Na bamikaracia na inya president rira kwenda kugara yako bayinyilia. Kinyara yabambiririe gwanteto cia education fund boya. Bagero ato ite CDF kenda bakira. Na bambirio support bro president yawethia. Akwenda na agenda. So Martin ndendo gwira actually efficiency kaingia kinje ida kuritangwe performance ke bati ku improve. So ke agwethira to na system usia NEMIS and the rest. We expect no to deal na ghost schools to te bati kwethira to na issue go to ghost school. Kana students kana pupils. Lakini ni ukara yake kuingia. Oh ino kinyowethira budget ni thirita ina deficit. Then budget yetu kayukura. Ke kunene. Othayo kia koleithiria urumire na 3.3 trillion tebu Ruto ate katwitite 4 trillion ri ukia gwithira obuo itwandilile na issue nini and ghost schools and everything Martin na ambiu itikwanira itiukita for that deficit yetherere okithia ninya 15 billion is too little Martin elewa bunge thirikari neritete program cia tetha cia akenya na ivyo ntukuona Ruto ngwitikia kura ikaringwa ora itaringwa ringi Bwana Oscar ikaringwa na Ruto agana na round 1 gitumimbi Linda mama ne yaritirwa antu abachogete kwenda cia ng'ombe na miunda kenda bare ambia cia maternity endu afya ne yaritirwa ruare mwana kuwa acwe cukuru
Mchari wetu.
Ko karingiro wiro mwana na yirwe mbira wina mwana Nairobi kana Mombasa riu wiringiro wi mirugiro mwana ku na yirwe umenye bwa eta cibitari. It's a problem. So ukalaithiria mama kuringithua kina mama na barabo yene bakuringithua uburu arito bakuringithua muntu musara na aringithirwa ka lazima na nya koti ikiwa ndeto ite lakini watu ikaka bakushinikizwa everybody is touched but negatively. Ibyo ndo kuona mwenda mheshimiwa mwenda Kenya. I have a lot of respect for him. No ndo him ndo very sober. Akiwa change Ruto ni agent yo change lakini change negative which is true. No ndo ke agwithira nginzira ciothe ciithirite cio. Kai wotete down. Na manto yara kureta yati utethia. Bwana Martin nuwire boya muno Ruto arua kayo ambitious. I'm telling you the truth. Is not ambitious. Is over ambitious. Nonto Bwana Martin ile awona muntu ayaka nyumba rumu imwe. Akaria kwacho ambesa. Akaumwa ake rumu ithatu. Muntu ora kethaira ambitious na muntu ambitious i muntu realistic. Ruto is not realistic. Muntu ora waka nyumba yang rumu imwe akaomba kuria kuo na ari na opportunity ya kure pila cia ngoroba ari yake ona pile una medho for quite some time agere ai rent expensive na manto yangi lakini no tumira akiri our let me be realistic ndi banga nke bwethie ngoroba so bibyo tuma wana Ruto akithungu thanga ki project mwanya ite kuthira but uteyo eta for the sake of utethia nyothe ritugua na thungu thana na eta ena intention being called now. That's a fact.
Uriya murito Gachagua.
Unite murito Gachagua ambisi Ruto. For your information, you ntorete na Ruto ODM torete nde ODM kuma nyande skuru igembe. Ndare muntu wa ODM muno. Na ndiete Ruto na nde muendete sana. Lakini ndonere muntu bwana hapana. Iskima na thaika ratasi ya kaika cio tendera. Kinya thaika guria ne ate aguthithi. Ibyo ntukuona Otewo turasti ya mutethia no tewa guthwaniria mutethia no ntote timu akabwithi o mutethia no ntunya para bake yakiwe paritha bakimenya muntu kairomba ira kura ibwo uwire kinya Mount Kenya tawire karombere ambunge tebio ntu nyenga ba akwenda no ntu akaromba wengo na ibyo achindangwa style gariu
Kinoti again o compare Ruto kana Uhuru na Kibaki will be a big mistake nonto antuba kwena at least 15% ya budget eweta kile county governments dirikari uchi arimbere itari na county governments so iyi ni an extra expense na of course as they say kinya budget kinya wandika ni okewete itasie so maybe anyo de nayo bakwedro ikejira mu Kenya atirelo akuri mbeche ngito mu counties so the national government yoba kure mu kubwethia mantu yamwe ya yetumi yarere ingenda kubwethia
bombere kwena we are having manufactured problems by this government na ndio acha kwa hiyo kaida tatu naambia tu na the reason you are advancing in one or another created by the same government. I'll give you an example. Kiri our constitution out of created counties kuna functions here have been devolved. One of them is housing. Now kuna shortage in national as you're putting it, just to respect your point. And then you still carry again housing when make under what? National government. In national government waka nyomba. And to go to a plan here, near county governments, maybe equal integrated with the national, maybe as kind of a subsidy or kind of automated support to budget top up. If really it was a need of the Kenyans. And then Kenya nube ndanya mbachi yakwa. Ibukwera under county government. Again by the national government. Markets loko na lengo votu na loko ya county government. Kama chegane michiro ni waka ya national government. The man's trade in devolved. Actually, county government ya kaloko. Kinyada hii tuna a lot of money kile agriculture. Itari rizo mangala hii kile counties. Kitu bado kwa minister wa agriculture kakudia imbiri magwaki ministry of agriculture Nairobi re. What farming do they do? Never there is a subsidy. Yeah, we with the county governments. Yes. So national government under Ruto he is holding on too much. Just kende ena ntuba kuirantu na nkiongera bunge au kire mantu ja national budget
ankwenda kuthomera schedule 4 niyo ina distribution ya functions cha national na county government tell me board number 9 ekuwa national economic policy and planning
It's under what?
National government.
Yeah, you see, there are those who come up with the economic overview. Manto ya taxes yao.
Yeah.
Basically, what Kenyans are to be taxed. They give the blueprint of where the country should be. You want to talk in Vision 2030 under the Kibaki administration.
Yeah.
Now in your now to 2025. We are 5 years to the expiry of that vision 2030.
Yeah.
As that today, we are supposed to have the process of coming up with the next blueprint to take us to the next level, which we don't have. Ruto has many advisors, okay? I don't know how he missed it, that he inherited a government in a lot of public debt, ukweli, a big chunk of our whatever is collected, loans, because we are budgeting for over 700 billion annually to pay public debt. Now, no, deficit actually. We already have a deficit of over 700 billion every year. Now, out of it, I think 1.something trillion goes to servicing of debt annually. To a budget, the 4 point, actually, we end up with the development funding less than $1 trillion per annum. Then again, you carry functions that are what? County governments. Not to fund it is the country, you know. If I was Ruto, or if he asked me, what should I do to stabilize this ship called Kenya? Number one, I would stop so many new projects in the country. I would do a stock what projects were ongoing. No, the roads, those who don't know, who did more roads, the Gureji, in terms of kilometers.
At what cost?
Good. Actually, I'm coming there. And there is a 10-year, now more kilometers of roads than Kumaturawata independence. 12,000 kilometers, we didn't have them initially. But at a very high cost, public debt. So what the next president should have done, you could stabilize the economy by not getting into so many of capital expenditures, housing, akamba stabilize the economy, now focus a bit on manufacturing. With the level of unemployment we have, youth universities every year. The university only 6 universities nationally, 6 of them. I think 5 years ago we had 25. Now you should be doing that plus. I've not done research on that, but is very good in that. We should be almost that universities. And doing about by job market, jobless. So we are not doing anything in industrialization. Until today, to validation coffee locally here, we are still auctioning coffee to go outside.
Can you imagine?
Kawatu, mulimi wa kawo ori maa aona shingi yana kageta wame. Ategura neske, ategura instant coffee. Atiomba the same farmer. Unto validation itu dirwa fertilizer. Ata sahi yatuna fertilizer factory in this country. An important backbone kembio kioremi. So many things. Eta kile banana nyana wetu yamiri assortment na tuna a lot of farming bananas. So then a variation ya maribu. Kutoka yogurt, juice, kina crips and what have you, yidiru ambio metongo. Bano antoto na wako ndina maribu na babarene. So what you can root na kana government nya both the county now and even national. But they focus their energies root ende kumba kan kuruji kile path ya industrialization. Point yere variation. No, to baba kuma university no ba bakiandika wa I have a small business.
Ba ubare andikwa kile housing. Arawira 400,000. My
God, why iko data you? Iko data you. Well, by the way, Ruto ne de tena kanadi kale we ne in a lot of demeaning pronouncements ke public. The moment to okirauga to import. The other day the deputy president said we have imported how many people in the country? Exported and the figures are even not accurate. No menye go to pride yereo kilo bide muntu wa Kenya avire manka university kana form 4 ochoka wana ande zira mujikire ayeta witangwena already ne atotaka brain drain mwalimu nurse ni mtu baba na machines and to ban India aya can develop our economy. Now I've seen the president and the deputy minister to export and to me. It's wrong in the meaning. But remember, Roman talk about locally. Then I live in recently that it took you to employment. You know what I'll tell you? In the first place concept, that is to solve the housing problem was wrong. But you know with now company, industry in fact, I liked the Azimio manifesto. That's why me I was supporting the other side. But at least an industry per county, depending on a region, depending on what they do, what they do best. The other day, I traveled to Garissa. When we were going to Garissa, it was so hot that you had to be practically water. Both adults and children. They were here to okay, Garissa. Muchoko. 2 days later, you go whether I'm Rujira Raji Garete, Ibaudi. So, no corner, you could have been a Ruiz Romani. Okay, Burayura. In the Gutaga, any plan, Kwanesi what, not to water. Monkatuaturi and Tobato in very demeaning lifestyles, Chioroba Ruiji on the road. I felt a lot of pain. They can to pay then Garissa the hostess county that we have. Gypsum. Whether to injury, they have it. So, that plan your county, industry per county. To take a bit of Bugamiro to do maybe a kawa, we do well in coffee. Now company it's a very good thing for them. And now to wake me. They have their own resources you go to mirror. Martin, what we have today is a transactional government. Give me crown Kinyabunga barato dura nowadays. To what do which tenders the system. We are having a transactional parliament. Martin, nobody goes to that parliament with other Kenyans. Number one and pure Tochoke Bukoneman to Randa, a broad based. Never better remnants, Babui were part of this. Now we are done. Actually, the
Martin, do you know co-impression in Ruto and Rembe, Munore, our Mukasia? Ila aliongea mero yenyewe tu yembe na nanto patorete lakini si ulisikia walikuwa anamwambia mambo ya mera lakini asikii ne jima ngava na mutuma ya tomete anto patora bona ni solidarity na county ni ronere leadership yengenjaro. Really, we have embraced the new leadership. Next time when you will come and I'm not inciting Ruto agera anto bembe kidera Biblia atekandi no ndo kende my friend kankwere kende kino kurika na bora wire ntukwe umawa au wire mheshimiwa rais mimi najua hao makatel wacha nipite na wao kwa ntato imuite kwa arune atongeria mateni lakini the fact remains ati ombo pita na bono nto benetheo bakaritie uis ndeguria atiri ndeguria mateni urua thoko ni ronekere Djibouti Nero negera Djibouti. Iba tuire no ndo thoko Djibouti narrative tika ye yaruari. Ngakwira yo yonde. Tika ye yaruari. Narrative ya thoko Djibouti yithirite yo last year.
What are you calling it a narrative na baro ile ochi ya ministry?
Ondi
we narrative affairs na ya afa.
Ndekwira atiri. Afa no komya no ri akuo. Atendro Bruno, Dr. Bruno. Do you know Bruno speaks for?
Who does he speak for?
He doesn't speak for the government.
Speaks for
he is ordered a government office to speak on behalf of those people.
Who?
The 6 in Nairobi. Mbulie madini ndare kilimo. Kwena anto bau bera wane untouchable. Ntukwira tware kilimo house. Madini mantu yagarekera yaguriaria bwana Oscar kandi bwera no ntotari kuna mero. Twerero kamera anto bakamera bature. Thimo ciego gando. Twaracia plane loreko. I was shocked. Kinyanto barabe yo presi yao burapa kuthetra mero nambi agina James Mithika bamburuno bau pasikijo munjure. Iba bari presented nya baraba export imira. Where the exporters you want to see Musumari ai mumero na mokalenjini na moeko proxies sio baba uria ba kwa ndosi benu ba bura ba bateona wa ibao tutibaweta we were mentioning the names there twerwa rono atwirire PS rono agriculture atwira ndu bageya na bare abagamya thirikari njarenda ya twabawata no ntuitukumya na bari na twabachwa thimu cio my friend ria tweri Wednesday uru to ume Ethiopia ria bare uchaguzi bara ila iro tucemania president batu no ntuitonete atongeria betu ibogera twoyane grievances cia direct mucemania uyu athirire prematurely twetere Wednesday ginya Jumamosi mirane ere utangazo kururo na everything na bei itangazo wa thirikari but ina mechanism ewakikisha beira no ntu batu mate ntutengene na bei bira twengene abio itane nje weta Somali yinge boyeli to wambunda irurwe lakini no ntu batu twari leaders be na ome to izi batirura mwanka no ntu kwi 4.4 yukasone atongeria wetu na 4.5 yinge yatake Somali na ara pa kilo $9 so ito izi batirura mbunda na nku batirura inya promise yuto kwewe isi orongo ito izi kenda kagina kako katika ure twaberongele itane inchi na kate ugo ya $1 kenda nendelea ko yakinyira ikongelwa buonga mumiro wake na bya thirikari itu soera katera unu no ntutu temizi na nya thirikari ne chungu but at the back of our mind itukumea is
so nitontukua inarrative mantu ya Djibouti
ndiwe inarrative no nturi mate nikarira mbere kuiba story ya Djibouti ni areo last year.
Are you a pessimist?
No, I am not. I'm realistic. I'm a realistic person because I speak the truth. Optimism ni mbea muno. Pessimism ni mbea no ntumubwithio ndege are optimistic. Pessimist no abwithio parachute yo kwa in case of any problem. So ni bila kwenda kwa bwana Martin. Thoko yo Somali. Mirane kwendekana no na wingi nkurukie tani 30 pande. More than na bate kwenda ndege Kenya ikamata mira muntu ungioti the 6 why ni onto bukairia muntu ungioti the 6 the 6 people by endia mira Somali na thoko ereo Djibouti bo twira itukumenya kapa kwerio kuona kithira ri environment ya change no to babati utwira atiri iturabwithirie trade agreement na Djibouti towa tani yeta Djibouti fulani
February 20
ikambereria wetari na licensing ni ate guthithwa bingo gwiro umate ni rika na mbere ciare go miciamberie gwiro iteni but let me tell you bwana Martin tukae watani ite kwana ithano utindege yomba wokira kwendia mirano no ntu wangarama no kuigwa na Ethiopia no baenda cia mirayo every day Djibouti so thirikari bati utwira atiri batu kuma mweri yu mere kambereria weta nara reason being thirikari na thirikari ciitikaniririe it means nya access document ira it won't be a problem afa uyo ya na baro ayu licensing sini kweli you apply na wiki weneo lakini Martin let me tell you amero baba ingebe na license musiba mami acio no nto kinya watu mira eretho kirako Airtel ara JKIA no guriga na amero baraba ai baro Somalia kwendia mirakuo tunawajua na tunajua na itanira cia bati weta ira cia bati gwetwaku nderi to 60 million mburene ya mate ni antu na baondi banengeri mbesa kaya ere kansundi no ntombi muntu weta wa Marindandi mwene ndege na ni rafiki wa hii serikali hata akona choo kwa hii serikali Marindandi na Skyward baetumira permit ya mero kwendia mira Somali mate ni nonto yari specified bakero bakamate so when they picked the letter kinyo tha icio your license bo tumira baetumira mira license you illegally na kwendo gwira yamba yeta kotini tusinde gaturi osindo mateni itaenda kotini nonto atutumira bisivyo na ngwira mateni lastly embu awo ambunge bo be kuona muguka yo motion iwe yeta yo moe yo kurita muguka keshe ndi udikrop weta wa mutongi eta wata mukonji baugira na bambarire na teba murengo yumwe bari luga
imwe
kindeke aetere muntu rore amujo niwe murare kante to na nteto cia thirirare lakini mero mirae na thina ambunge bagore to endie twaranirie na president na barua bate kuona appointment no tuigo bali abeto kaya ciare onthe tukuona bari ngimbisa no State House bagire ya masani mandazi na kila kitu
na Ministry of Agriculture batabo endere bore na Ministry of Agriculture
batu twaria na ministry na twapati kuona na president Jumatano anje batwire thine mwankane ya president na ndege tware ya Ministry of Transport itware na water itware na agriculture itware na trade itware ministry oitano lakini batwira ante tuisie ginyare isia president unfortunately antu baba aria kago atareo kago represent irono batwira ante tu president ukaomba ante tu lakini bia bia tu surprise kago atangazire mauri na akiwa biba wetikaneria na for your information video to mambua our people speaks for the cartels urawe yire amauri ya mira bureka oro inje musimetheka aicha mani oppressing bena antu bara na no ya na justification mate ni bira bia tori hari diba ure batumera ndola fote anga 7 kwendia mirako Somali guma mundene nanga wapi I'm telling you to atalile sia 16 mbese ira to wa mira ya orongiri ile bona iri realistic na batala madhabu bona it is true so biran kwendo wata mate ni kinya wethira no na anto betu bage ya TV na bagariria anto alugembe ito to thomete amira ito to abotevi I'm telling you they eat because of those sweet ones to kill us
okay
na lastly Martin under this government of William Samoei Ruto murimi omira nanga murungu wa mutethia nonto atukinyete thai ambunge beto batire ndimirete thuka barenda tuthina genda bombo twathana William Ruto ithio ntukuona nteto irogu acia economic blog ira ciarira cua ni asimio gugiria area kunga na gemera kio kinya Ruto ire abwithia nonsense uba abwithia na uthurika ni beire au kemu walifanya hizo vitu lakini re siata wa county economic forums tebu ina kwa tuigire eka Biblia nthi mirere wita Somali ni na antu batanda twagibo bati kwendia na miange ingwe
okay thank you to go digress kidogo Oscar
it was good
yeah true
true tato ndo mam no bana dona to ethe twengia lazima
it's okay
easy no to that yetu kona gati ya bunene Oscar bitikire tuchinjigia kidogo tu tuete kiamene kiambas I see a mass exodus kiamene kiambas one non to boa kura cha 2027 right now Secretary General na kwenda kia senator okay kiambas minority leader na tumirite na kwenda kia senator Mheshimiwa DMK nejete kurombete kia senator maybe na party leader kinyawe no karaka kinyawa kwendete okiukia senator
no na kwenda wakira
what might happen
Hivyo Martin maybe ukiuga kwenda mass exodus nyawanga kuriura oria mheshimiwa whether you are a pessimist
na gominda ale kuna torevio ndo
that aside oninkiga wa mantu zara nkuigwa ni wandena pride kwa associate na kiama kia bas for the simple reason that we are spoiled for choice na ni kuorania how attractive the parties ni kuorania level ya democracy ira ikiamene nonto I think ugatega nerea tumba go put plainly as hierarchy kwe biama omba goeta we a junior member in that party sorry na withdraw utena freedom go express interest in a position probably area antoba ngibaraba kuonekana besinia omba withdraw baki ai so I think it's a level of it's credit to the party that kuna that kind of democracy it's also a sign that kiama kikonacha leaders ntegwetekia i by accident that twina mheshimiwa DMK na mheshimiwa Mwandaithile who are very youthful leaders within the party na iba kukarajeka bena acceptance ya kwithirwo bakithuganiria itebi kunene ankurukie bira bena bio. Having said that, of course no withdraw wina and I think from experience okay zigo itakinya at the constituency level antu bara betharo baugite iba kurunga magite kia member of parliament by the time pokinya kithuranone those numbers ititharo chiu change bonene. A lot will happen between thai na gitariu and the good thing is that even within the party kiama kia bas kuna conversations chikuendelea and I can give you an assurance 100% on that that nye goro kia thone kia DMK 3 of those people bau ogweta parari kikarone kiria and I can also tell you authoritatively that kuna discussion chikuendelea katika party leader na secretary general Mugambi Manyara on still mantoneza kiama no tekio ke karema so the issue ya you know priorities na intentions ira chirio chiomba go change along the way. Some people may go for other seats but issue ya exit is quite premature kumeariria tha hizi. There's a long way to go.
You think so?
Yes, I know.
But he's also joining another party member.
Very soon oba kumwende kiama.
Are the issue ya New Dawn na bus they are two very different issues. Na kiama kia New Dawn process inyo ke the political party is quite a lengthy. So it may not be at the New Dawn get political party rozu. Ari. So that is
will it be in existence by 2027?
Maybe yes, maybe not.
Every topic give him to whatever.
You think ndugu thwania kinoti mbasi kethirwa bakomba kwaranira bakuba bakaranira
ntukumenya kethira mutuika
picture this Kiraitu Murungi na mheshimiwa DMK na Mwandaithile bai mchunjone Daiki amene yake
biro mchujo Ntuma kada wasikawa kabanga kwa economic the truth uma 2023 tukumaliye kura na Ruto ashinda president. You know, two things happened. Ruto won the presidency. Of course, that means Raila did not win.
Yeah.
Basi yale kembi kirazimia. So au ya itirafu yembe. Zero puncture.
Yeah.
Number 2, Kirito lost. In Meru. Yeah, another problem. Another problem. Ntunande most of these political parties, Martin, ni kwenda yena political power nontono translate to economic power can they sustain their activities. So when Kirito lost, if you remember, within a few months after the election was announced, na Kirito nyambiro tangazo ya umasiasa ne ikwagire delegation ya Bash, the NEC, the total leadership ya Bash, yeta Karen, yeta kwa president to be received there. Patonya into what I would call, on a panicky coalition. Such a panic, of course, on the leadership, recruit political funds. Now, kuma mtuku area, things have been happening. Number one, the vice chairman or Bash, national vice chairperson, and he knows what I'm saying is true. Auma Kiamene at a UDA. Number 2, Mugambi Manyara.
National Vice Chair.
Kirote Birede. Am I correct? Number 2, Secretary General. Ambirando Atari Monabas. Now the leadership with a neck.
Yeah.
At a Mankenya could his own National and Regulatory Convention. court nyala ikwenda kapa kotini court of appeal unless they are solved out of court aya wajaire that's a second destabilizing factor number 3 recently ma ndarun to become zingi in terms of leadership structure team raba thondekete I think on 20th of May yeah gazetted last year ya neck in the entire like 22 people there was a deputy organizing secretary engineer Alfred Barrio recently to mona kwa PNU in fact if I'm not wrong he has brought out of the party number 3 recently kaire tona deputy party leader Titus Ntuchu to mona kwa Gachagua number 4 aya Meru Town Mheshimiwa Karo Murioki no candidate wa Bashwai wa MP last election the other day na Karas Chai cha DCP no the official party that she era solidarity together kimanta mama so what am I saying kia makira mbere nyama nto ya baba karonga mabeyo kuna a lot of squabbles kuna a lot of instability in the party mbuga mono ikosa kwa ni kwaga kiria mwelekeo na one of the
I think brought it where Oscar Kiwa na one of the bamberite kwaraniria
nyebakaraniria one of the reasons because that lack of kiria mwelekeo ni kwithirwa but they decided as the entire neck which side of the political divide baga support 2027 whether they will be in the opposition coalition or whether they will be in the government here Ruto Nandi na largely the party leader I will say this openly Kirito Murungi na karaga akiwa hot and cold about where the party goes to na ndi baba under him very ambitious buga bakwenda kutara their own paths but we are impatient but the other bakambira take off fact Mugambi wewe ngwa the secretary general now onu mtu roka matasta kabadi ji yake ama no spokesperson ideally wa any political party no ora bokona either recently he's been associating with the Kawira against the stand of the party mau acho wakaira mbira ko negotiate na bokaire bambira ku cool down tempers ba bena naranga balaji ba twabona na babo na mutwiri CEO okama sandene kaire twamona lari ne yakashagwa sialikuwa kwa ile msafara mwisho recently twamona giro ncheke makiao kia Kawira na kwenda kwa mbio senator now ask yourself actually the predicament you should be asking Mutugi ne now who will be clearing the other not to secretary general no issue a certificate of course with elections board ya dikiato ya kana no shinda how will the secretary be competing ngwa na bando power e influence who does what na utoko na kuna ndakiness so ilo itire exodus
ango akire biche ya kankorokie woku mheshimiwa DMK Kiogora
nwe elections
nwe elections
board no chairman of elections board
no chair
yes that of elections
so is a bit complicated your former party bas ka
yeto bas yore karibu na mate nuijo te mtote group kya bisi akita kubite tomanto ta acho karenge iboko karibio ntoko na muntu no tora acho kote ko nenya lene kivuti na baitera ba ndosi muntu DP na chogia isembe bia gemba siringi so bila bio ka tuwe confusion ile ene muno ndene mbasi ile tondeka kine other party si there sina challenges nyingi lakini te yonto yunonto actually
is this confusion kana democracy kiama
to win democracy Martin nonto there is no democracy in a political party in Kenya. Parties are for the owners not for those who are told to
Raila Odinga na ratumiriria wa ODM as it is called Orange Democratic Movement ne democratic ni bonto sifuna akwaria contrary na party leader
no merite huyo
Sifuna speaks for Raila.
Yes.
Na Raila kuimbisa ate kwenda yoneka. Raila is a very wise man alidikira si antubaya. Antuba weki nyabara ba ome ba support Ruto. Pai mwero karinge dia Sifuna nonto no otomagia magia ndie mukioneka yaga gikiama. Akauma wimenji to kuona obu to kumera ki KK na to athirira na values ila to stand for. Sio ndese athirira riko. So Sifuna no oti ko preserve ka image maintain ka image karaka ODM.
So ti democracy as they want to paint it.
Democracy my friend ni ume autumira au ate karitungu ati wa kiuno. Ende borambo lelontere wa pamuisho manto na ranko arachere. Toe utula Nairobi ri. Ngabana na atwetere. Atwira aina ndawe katel. Atwira kwe kandi ithite. Ende ngabana itoko ndakandi uno no kwenye na uya tuno atwira we na kandi na we have a lot of hope nawe na itoko menya kandi eu ya tutethia guthiria katero u ageya muchwa wariku wa umiru ko itu support whichever move aga make ya gutethia mumiru no tu opisia tu Nairobi cia thirire na twathangalanwa opisia tu thaiki ngabana iri na twa support decision ira kabwithia ukiithia mwembe na mumiru no ntomire wete uchumi pa Mount Kenya East yone.
Mheshimiwa so passionate.
Oscar,
so are you telling us Mbaseji air survive tides cha 2027?
100%. Au kirambo makuga. Kiaria tegan kwaria. Atinande gutuika speaking the party position. Unika kwaria ndimo member wa bus and kiara yezaran komenya.
Sure.
Na kintu kiran komenya kuna few cases iria my brother agweta. Including antupara bakariteze kaba shift ba shift ite alignment and then nyonto tu na history then do tege kinyabarongo etera inabari before beza bus kiya tukariria secretary general Mugambi Manyara RPNU Alfred Bario inari
basini
hari inari before eza basi
Inari.
Was it Jubilee or what?
yes
Jubilee.
So inkomenya kuna a lot of
Baina gereito
na inya iria ndaigwatia gwetwaza tia mtu za Lenny Kivuti chairperson. These are deeper issues than easy anto bakona tia kuga i confusion eku. We all know that before Justin Muturi eberua RCS mtura wa hari earmarked como replace Lenny Kivuti.
Sure.
Na neontoboa local politics chiembu and that is why to our all politics iloko
Is local.
so stand area basi nayo embu is not the stand ira yomba go apply Meru neonto dynamics chia siasa ira chiembu na ira chiemeru is different. The governor in Embu and the big wig wa bas urawe Embu pate kuonana but the governor in Meru na party leader wa bas Meru Bareamon. Kugutuika CS Muturi former na kwa replaced. I can tell you confidently that Lenny Kivuti na arikinyako meet President William Ruto in Western. Na briefwa na hari kwa name Darembi. RCS. Then kwa intervention ya governor Mbarire au pozima ntoje usana au kana ndeza i problem uthithiti ate au niona ndi utani ezirire
and president aika soft spot ka Mbarire
sana
absolutely for most women leaders iketo minya kweberia kawira za Meru na akiona buruma ntoraza career ari problem. I'm telling you for free oni urambiga uake thro into murume wari na those kind of problems are umire na Meri na mbere. That aside kizungumkuti geke kia CS position keko garuka it is only natural for Lenny Kivuti kuigwa betrayed but are thirikari ne kutethirwo kwina rwaria ruro kuga either Lenny Kivuti na kwebera kinya michemanio ira inae na hizi yari a post election pact katika bas na thirikari ya Kenya kwanza na even as recent as a few weeks ago rikurari na rwaria rwa kuganga CS Mugana kwenda kweberua anga kuretwe CS ungi then discussion ya mbiria anga kathuri kiraito murungi. There people around maybe kiama kia bus baraba kuigua ke the entire arrangement ira yario katikati ka bus na Kenya Kwanza ize kaikira itumurungi akio benefit re ekio to miegitari moe ndonere alaji aria mono auga antu ibatige go gukaraba kiuga kwikyo kiraitu murungi anenkeri mono auga kia anenkero no kiza share
Nekino toreki.
auga kijakyo
No to bonenga.
no banenkero
Badienda.
I know Gideon. He say what he say.
he said that na alaji akiara yari secretary general
You can tell who's speaking.
it tells you he's speaking the party position na all these things boil down to interest tuarie umana ndipo rabita uma ni interest ikeza kwithirwa antu ba bonde bo gwetaza kuikio Kenya Kwanza kana thirikari Ruto ya banenkira as individuals kutua withirwa kiuga ngana ndia kuma agweta
Lakini kiraitu anaite bithatu.
Kiraitu Murungi is an institution. I can say that.
Eteka kwenda kuwa mbasi ita short change rogo kuwa.
Naite bithatu.
As you allege, yes.
But Rande, my brother Adams, keite biu bithatu. Kitikira omba kugana appointee president. Ikitekea nok. Kwa commissioner wa nini wa Kenya Law Reforms Commission, that is not the work of the president.
I know it is the CJ.
Kwa munene wa CMD is not ikura. Kou kinyare thero utekyo anenkeri president.
But the fact remains na bithatu.
Na bithatu.
Na bithatu, but that is kiteza kia CMD na ndio ndeta kuringirwa kura na Kiraitu Murungi
kimbesa. Ite bibi onde debi oderi na biranto bazo aiga nyamu.
So complications ziji kire basa as we conclude kinotire ka affect Atea kura chia Meru, both the governor na senator.
You see, first of all, kia basi niteko na kina as at now, niteko na kina candidate kikondo produce yongo internally for governor of Meru. So
Alaji turima dikoene somewhere kiagoi awure mutuma twedinge no gedo ari candidate.
Nyambe yetia good. Nyambe yetia nkugete governor mutuma I independent.
Yeah.
As a governor. Na kwa haya kedere na it open for him when the right time comes there ukabangwa time to choose parties. No ajue ni party. And I can tell you but give formation your bass. No way very blessing. When an incumbent, alugumina kiamba kiao. So to single one no bende kumo kambia buma are you are comfortable kumo kiamba kia bass. Na mbuga no ara to ara kaire to development ja kiritu kuga gitikia governor kimena bende. Of course you get to take a party leader wa bass. Atiweko there ena munya in mind kire bash no munya na kama kiawe. So definitely mtu ayo no eni mtu manande. That gives you the impression that togeta muzuma takegro ago ya mini either a lot of maybe other offers in 2027 your parties maybe you can imagine
including UDA.
Including UDA, sure. Yes.
Moish kiama kia kawira kia alikitata UMP kigethwa kina uwe bwana Atea 2027 maybe kayuba kusip bus because bus no minority dai but yele na MC omwe maybe UDA yumba kuinga UDA Meru
maybe te kakikethera kikiumba kuthiria bus no ntuteka bikethera bibyo biele akikenine kawira biragathithia muno birankuona ka contribute na kiwango kinene kura tongeje baraba ikuna baba inge bakaigwa ritu engira ondine no ndo
actually na declare
akandi capitalize na view so kwe pate na kwe anto baka benefit kuma ni nando yawe na atongerie bamu in fact tuteme akuitha bubu gento kenge wana mate no ndo ba wevwere siasa yako tekato twameba buru inyathe tukweria kuritana anto betu tutare mutongeria no kuona DCP na PNU na Jubilee igethera cieno rito ku muno in my own opinion ntegua nkianda no to other people have their own opinion
over DCP
Yes.
PNU and Jubilee.
Na Jubilee. Biama biu bikethe abiyukite shaye nene muno.
Jubilee?
Yes.
Who will be the
Jubilee
mayor?
You will see when the time comes.
Okay.
No kuibwa.
Jubilee?
Yes. Ko kuriara na oningo me strategy.
Yeah, in kuriara difference Jubilee na KANU ibitha hii.
Odeyo kuona? KANU ina MCA bana mbunge.
Turaria 2027.
No,
okay, for Logwera atete. As at now, do you know presidential candidate wa opposition ya Rethe Matiang'i and Jubilee? Do you know that? Na mikakati teo meka ao mero na no nkwithurire tutero mia gavana.
Jubilee.
Yes, hatutasimamisha gavana. Tutasimamisha hizo viti zote na mipango iko and I want to assure you kwewe uchetha Jubilee gethera na share inene muno ndene Meru County ira butona ringi assembly.
Martin, allow me to interject. Kwena rumors inyingi ma that Matiang'i akiwa kwa persuaded na kwa implored upon areka kiama kile Jubilee kile as a candidate for president. And what is being told by his handlers I'm automatically no come in because to Jubilee. Let me just tell you ya kaleka buga to ugete kuna ntobo moneria whereas you are a favorite especially by the young people the Gen Zs and what have you still need backing the Kisi the Mugusi community. Na Jubilee may not be our natural our own party. Kenya our political parties informal Pamela ndio wanawa ku come up with a part of your own kana party in roots in Kisii.
Inanga chagwa mwirito very clearly.
Yeah, chagwa mwiro. Then number 2, then ale yamarero then number 2 was still akorirwa ni baggage ya gutweka gweto project
ya Uhuru
because by falling fully into Jubilee as a candidate of course raba kana mupinga no bale aspect because arabio are project so mheshimiwa as you take that as a maybe a sure bet you know karawe na those exceptions ilojo mbokareka that na no Matiang'i ugira ta citizen that they ugira na many parties ikumu approach as many as 6 na wata ntuko na unda thoganya ndewe ambira kuri
ende there is no need or forming another
Kenya ambira kuleta credence to what now I had that you know they can prepare is supporters for an eventuality that to katuge Jubilee mumeenda abwireta I have many parties that are doing what that are cutting him
very well. Oscar we tudiriria mtukona that twikutira ni bibyo kurukia kiama kia mheshimiwa au kia Jubilee is unofficial
kete kuita mna
kitara kidogo
kan wata yale vitara kati na kia munwa ma abadi uburi ndio mbakongeza nyungu
ondo wekera beruke
I think
bwana MCS bana
au ndio kwenda
are they 5
no
5 or 7
no they are not
they're less
here
less.
No they are 5 they are not less than 5 I can tell you I counted very well
5
Jubilee PNU yeah must 7 and 5
okay
can you 5
that is where I was coming na I think tugateganiria na numbers ira chieke county assembly ya Meru then it tells you position ya kiama kia Jubilee then ya county ya Meru
and they have a strategy
and I know why the Jubilee didn't do well in last election non to campaign in Jubilee na PNU era na wimuntu
that is true
so that is why we found and now we have a good strategy
okay
nande biteke in my opinion bia mabira biomba kuthirwa bina presence at the county assembly in 2027 siasa ira tiga play at the national level may not necessarily reflect uragu kethoro gukari at the county assembly interest ya politicians ba Meru thaizi kweuchi ko converge as and they go even when at the top it's a bit different na ikyo gitumi amona kuthwa kwari na wave ya UDA sana actually uge correcti kiama kia bas na UDA bithero bina the same number of MCAs. Kiria kike are different. Criteria beta actually criteria beta yari ya go tabulate total number of votes. Tia MCAs barabonde bakoringiri ba UDA. Une tumiro ko determine majority. Na reality ikeza kana kokeza ko actualize that the incumbent governor Mutumanto Edingi ana kurungamana kiama, let's say kiabas. Then it tells you that presence ya MCAs badhuri na kiama kiabas in the next assembly ikethro is significant. Yonto kireito murunge kinya na lose
despite kiama kia kawira. Na rimwe kuona zeka kinya kawira ngo zeka resigned to the fact that kinya dherega mbarire kotini. Na gukara zeka resigned to the fact that masabu zao is 2027. The reason being aire party leader na kesi ile kuendelea ni independent. How is she going back
to vie
kwa
governor are na kiama na tonyere are independent?
Exactly.
Sorry?
Yes. She was elected on an independent
as an independent candidate.
Nadu ako form kiama
na party leader.
Now go to court. Kuna gambari noro bishokebio. Toka kuwa choke governor. Kinyaka win.
Is that even possible? Wachoke atiumba.
That is why I'm telling you. Already na resigned. She's resigned to the fact that tamewe kwa governor mwenka 2027 ne thirire masabu zaweza ria gutara iza kwambiria 2027.
True.
And kirezi ta kuthithia nandi kenda nandi zana kiama kiu is now to punish
those incumbents,
the MCAs barabara
MCA ba mitira.
That is the game plan. Na of course unikiria mpumba kuon mono ni onto I know I observed siasa already chetha go to the run up to 2022 na gintu kiria kinene any politician okuthugania ku address kawira ni ati atibati kuandaritwa ni onto yu no mistake ira nene ire thithaua ko mu dismiss kawira kinya kethorwa ena nini chia we mistake iro thithia as a politician iko mu dismiss. You cannot. Na iba deal nawe like the politician she is kethera ugwogeza gwithirwa Mutumanto Edingia urochokeria mithika kana uroma ku deal na mithika ni gubati ku deal nao na kawira otherwise bathithia mistake you ageta tu pole pole no to the other time none of the top candidates bonari serious contender para baingi actually woga either akuthiria career we or what not but no to bo consistency u na ku manage gwita under the radar it becomes very dangerous.
Something to add on Kawira's party only integrate approach ki the formation of the political party quite deeply na inkodoganya bo very na strategies ile almost the same na Gachagua. The two of them. Gachagua for sure focus on to control parliament, the National Assembly. Then abunge wa baingi, then control of the National Assembly. They go to a better negotiation table and ability to quote unquote bang the table if his interests are not honored. Same case, aya kukawira ukira akwenda mono, you control the county assembly. Nindiriwa kutoka nariko nendaga MCAs indiri governor atamenyaga but allow me to say something not about Meru to the pride of the Meru community regarding to what Kawira did church. Two things. You see, we are right to meet from a very deep hole or impeachment thing that too within a very short time telling you there was a problem manage just a government within such a short time 3 months when impeachment she were to ringamono to abatted as a community at some point you got to either no no uga umeru ile mama yenu that kind of definition to meet from great people like Kirekeretu, Kinamunya and other leaders who have come even after them narua tuere burutu ari uma kawira na tsonye ki another shame why the other day you can imagine press conference ya kama kia UMP ya leadership party leader kawira mwangaza ndio tegemea media yetoka kwa such a press conference national media wakatami rwana tukinyasi zini yao berwe uju party leader kawira mwangaza deputy party leader isani wawe chairperson is sister wawe meba kawara sasa we I mean those are the top echelon of a political party secretary general is the husband those are 4 people kinyawo tete kuzidu interview kama ukienda kwa candidate wa a certain seat ukaigwa uri compromise with them face one family to actually shortlist you interview you or tell you are not suitable kwa kama kile. Number 3 kolonchira kia manja political parties are largely public na neketo mi nyera
kile gazette notice ya ORPP unity obichi check yama.
Yes, no, what she did, etire nara, menya ambiro pike line up ya officials mbele, ekira family members. Achoko menya ORPP atena power ya kwera watonengera a certain site as the location of the party offices. Etire wa office no nja, nande kwanja kaongera bungeru. Anatokuwa ki interview kile dikota zake ama which is at home na office no everything is to herself na no what only the governor this stuff timbi yani me I would want to own a Meru.
Mheshimiwa, is that a big deal?
It is
very big deal.
Martin, let me tell you nkwere rengi ote independence area ke political parties
but at least you try to show it is there.
You don't have to cheat. You don't have to lie. Martin Kawira wegirando wa family teka como defend. Teka kura ya muno na ntato iroko na tokea ne via mawende iroko me secretary general na director of elections and everybody padikira siora party leader kuwa. So it's like no muntu mo cooperate party isi imo operate ra yu mwanya Kawira tumira anto ba family kura na political party other party leaders are using other people to run the party. Where is the difference there, Miguel? Not.
But how about the face?
The difference is expressed.
If you want to go an end, you don't have to lie to the public that there is democracy. There is a party that is standing for this when it stands for the party leader.
Yaringa bicha ya ODM kukeya kwithirwa nindi nikiama kiukia UMP that Murega Baichu ari secretary general wa kiama aita contrary na bura mwakurokea kuwa who is the party leader
kagwende sifuna aita contrary na Raila na inge mwesethi
but not family members.
They are not. I'm not saying they are family members.
Let's assume Sifuna area for himself for argument's sake to assume Raila Sifuna area for himself atekwaria meambo ya Raila Odinga of course which we cannot tutomba kuwa with certainty ati area so now assume ikiama kike UMP
where
the party leader ariwao mwene nwe ariwa contrary
anything ewe ndire kiona na sema maturity na kuona ni obote meagwenga muntu no ndo no gera gwero nyoti wani baguba mu
Mheshimiwa, you are justifying Mheshimiwa wako justify
the point is this point ya
no I'm asking you are you justifying a political party actually justifying the presence of a family leading a political party with an headquarters at a home as in you're going to be really you go remember
kako yoga tibe
goja wenda bai matia itoraga but kuma tugaga in the public eye in the eye of the public oga daiji wenda matia for example to no party leader would you be happy apikite mukuro ali suibi wenda ogo celebrate
me ana ati chuano ndugia matiki awe atethio
but would you do it amasi
we bwana kiwi ndungua mateni kirango enda kinoti to watanira ne atiri kithira tukaomba Jubilee yetu kwa Jubilee and everybody party issue on the nyisi abambas ibyo ntogura oguote nomination ye kadhido no ntono ko me cause the sort igiraitu kin bas bwana Martin
what if
kuna mwenye yoko the shots
ndirapo athurana Jubilee na wathuru ore official tukiakuwa chairman mheshimiwa Karethi aithura antu bamuchi bari officials bakiama
oni mente igithira ndikuo no gwana
indi nukuga
igithira ndiku ndi Jubilee gita kine atha patire gumbombe thiate umba commandate bina kwenda kureana nabio ni ati it is wrong it's unconstitutional kuthura party members bina kuwa ni ati I mean family members bina kuwa ati by the look it doesn't look good but in real sense it looks better no ntombi the owner of the party is the one who controls the party position na wale okaritwa sifuno obo kuwira na tukua no garaga kwaria contrary inkwira rengi speech for Raila na wethira oto wetikie ka election yethithwe are ocho secretary general Orioge may was speaking for himself Achogo may was speaking for Raila lastly bwana Martin kwenda kuya koro yoba for Simwanda imochore oku classmate mbere ngoketheka na mheshimiwa Kavoria mbere ya Washington DC no tona na ara America ambera ngokethi na kwera wendele na gwembea na ifanio wero kinyema juu
asante sana
na mashambi kibako no ngo karibia
Kavoria
abambere ndaya kwera you do a commendable job na wana appreciate na ibyo ntwantu bathero bona wero
asanteni sana antubadhiru na miru yonthe na Kenya yonthe kwa jumla wale wako majuu botona na oba Kaborio asanteni sana na kwa daktari another classmate kwa wa Miadhene the biggest school right
na mutuku mabairidha tu
daktari Kadhorima thank you very much nkithiria na SMS ya kumakiri Louis Buditoni ari Kinyanka ari wa greetings, Mr. Martin. Louis Buditoni, pass my greetings to the discussants. Why? The state of our nation is deeply troubling. The education sector is in ruins. The health sector is gasping for breath, and our security framework is limping, if not bleeding altogether. We are witnessing a slow collapse of systems that are supposed to uphold the dignity and welfare of our people. Meanwhile, the cost of living is skyrocketing. Opportunities are shrinking. And leaders seems deaf to the cries of the people. If things continue this way, I foresee a situation where frustration will boil over and both the oppressed and the privileged will rise up in unity against the very leaders they entrusted with power. History has shown us what happens when a population loses hope. 2027 upepo utafagia wengi sana na kuwatupa baharini. Ni Louis Bodi. Thank you. Asanteni sana gentlemen, thank you very much nontobotona na kanyaru ari na tafadhali I would wish once in a while together to this exact panel. Thank you asanteni sana, thank you very much na wewe nontobakwethra wina batutu ari to extend bonene sana but you and then panel to karinio amazing. Good night, it's been real for real.
Hey, thank you.